Good afternoon. It is 3:01. I'm Joseph Bonanno, live from the 104.5 The Zone Circus Sports of the Mid-Kentucky Downs studios. In Titans news today, the team submitted 2 more requests for head coach interviews, including Rams defensive coordinator Chris Shula and Chargers DC Jesse Minter, bringing the total number of candidates up to 15. In NBA news today, Shams Charania reported that for the first time, the Memphis Grizzlies are entertaining offers potentially move John Morant ahead of the February 5th trade deadline. In Tennessee transfer portal news, transfer portal target and former Arizona State quarterback Sam Levitt expected to visit with Miami this weekend. He has visited with Kentucky, LSU, and the Vols. And tonight, the CFP semifinals wraps up with Oregon and Indiana in the Peach Bowl for a chance to face off against Miami in the championship. Kickoff is set for 6:30 on ESPN. This weekend in college hoops, Tennessee traveling to Gainesville to take on the defending champs with tip-off scheduled for 11 a.m. You can catch Fall Network Call the game right here on The Zone. And undefeated Vanderbilt hosting LSU with tip-off scheduled for noon. For our foundation repair, whatever needs you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Titans and Balls. This is 104.5 The Zone.
Welcome into 3HL right here on 104.5 The Zone. We locked and loaded on this Good Friday. That's Trash Talk Friday too, y'all. And just in case the people don't know, we like to trash talk.
Do we?
Friday.
Are we going to trash talk today?
I'm trying to think who we're going to trash talk.
John Harbaugh because he wants $20 million and to be the GM?
Guess what, though? I'm trying to figure out what was expected, though.
I don't know.
Like,
Mark Mariani's in studio.
Let's go.
Moonshine. That is the story of the day right now.
Mm-hmm.
John Harbaugh wants all of it. And to your point, I don't blame him.
I like it.
Who put that out?
Wait, hold
on a second.
Tony Grossi put it out.
I saw it, but was that official? Like
here's ESPN Cleveland. Tony Grossi has found out what John Harbaugh's requirements are to be interested in his next head coaching job. You have it? Zeph?
Yes, I do. Would you like to hear this?
Slay, there goes Zephyr. You see him?
What's up, Zephyr?
He's right there.
That's my boy. Happy New Year,
guys?
brother.
See? Happy New Year. The reason why he said Happy New Year, because it's the first time he's seen you this year.
What are we doing?
She'd be like yelling at you, like, you're not allowed to say that anymore.
Man,
It's
so you can't
January
say it
9th.
anymore.
I mean, I'm pretty much say it probably till February type guy.
Yeah, that's me too.
Yeah,
Just gonna cover all
Hey,
bases.
listen, it's the year of the horses. You understand me?
It is. I don't know what that means, but it is the year of the horse.
Happy New Year.
I know what it means.
What does it mean?
We gallop through the year.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah,
I feel good about that. Year of the horse.
Yeah, you don't plot, you don't slow walk, you don't sprint. You just gallop. You a cool little gallop. Moonshine. Just a cool gallop.
You know what I think about when you talk about that? Have y'all seen the video clip of Snoop Dogg with Kevin Hart? Yes. And they're showing like show horses, like walking horses walking.
Was that that was the Olympics, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my!
It's like, oh man, look at this horse. Yeah. He's crip walking.
Yeah.
Is that when he's dressed up as a jockey too? He's got his long legs in the jockey suit. We gotta look that up.
I hope not.
No, he is, bro. Yes.
I don't know, but this is what Tony Grossi said about John Harbaugh.
I talked to a league insider who speculates on what he's heard about Harbaugh's prerequisites to even be interested in your job.
Okay.
$20 million a year.
Not a problem.
Not a problem. $10 million assistant coach budget.
Not a problem.
Okay. Total authority over the roster.
It's going to be tough.
And also would like to select his own guy to lean on, personnel guy.
Okay, so would
Even
he
tougher.
be making
I like
the
that.
draft picks? Like, you're going to ask this guy? That kind of makes me feel uneasy. Does he want more say over the roster than what he had in Baltimore?
Yes.
Ooh.
Which would be a total change in the structure here. I think there are 4 definite
Here means Cleveland.
I was going to say
candidates for Harbaugh to end up with. Cleveland now is, I think, 4th.
Okay.
Miami.
The Giants.
In Atlanta.
Yeesh.
Well, that's probably true. But Miami just hired a GM.
They just hired a GM, so and I don't think there's any connection between John Eric Smith, who just got hired from the Packers, and Harbaugh.
No, the only connection with John Eric Smith is anything Packers related. So anything not Packers related, no, like at least job experience, relationship. I mean, I'm cool with all that, but like from a Titans perspective, he's out, right?
Yeah,
and I'm actually the way that the direction that we're headed. I need there to be that separation of power. I don't want someone to have full control. I don't know what the appeal to that is.
Yeah, I get him wanting all of those things, but I'm right there with you. You too, Slay. You were nodding your head, yes.
Yep.
Yeah. For this franchise and where they are.
We've been through that part.
You guys already. I mean, listen.
No, I'm saying we've been through that. Somebody wanting to have all the power, and you know what I mean. Like that's cool and all, but no, somebody has to be able to hold you accountable.
And we're talking about professionals at their job. I mean, I don't know what the whole announcement was. I'm sure you guys have already heard, but we just heard from our owner last week that we're separating the power and the structure of the way it is now just for this coaching hire. So now Brinker and Borgonzi have a detailed roles in the organization, which they should. That's how it should be. You're a highly paid professional to be an assassin at what you do. Now we hire a coach that's going to coach the roster and obviously work together with GM, but I just don't understand why you want all that power, dude. Thousands of hours of film and break it down just so you can maybe make the decision and be
a lot.
Yeah.
There haven't been very many successful cases with regard to that.
In no sport, Yoral.
No.
I just
I think
a professional.
Is Bill O'Brien kind of the last guy to do it? And he was a good coach and they had a good record until he took over all of that and then they fell apart.
Yep.
He got fired.
As a head man, and obviously I'm I'm out of it. I mean, I don't know what would go through your head, but I don't know why you wouldn't want to just a very strong working relationship that is full communication, full transparency, but that with your partner, not I want control, but dude, the GM and head coach work together on these things, not like I want to be the guy for everything. That's just too much, man. There's too much in this world.
That's a whole lot.
Do you think people want, or these coaches want to do that because that was kind of what Belichick did? And
I think you're dealing with the highest of ego type of people.
Yeah.
And you want to talk about type A and type A. Like these dudes want to control everything, and not all of them, but
they're sitting there like, I can do this, and I'm going to do this, and if I'm going to run this team, I'm going to make all the decisions.
I mean, my vision of, and just in terms of business success, is surround yourself with the best people. Let your people do their job the best they can. You do your job the best you can, and then boom, everything's flying.
Right. Let me ask y'all this.
So that's not me, but
I'm with it. But do you go about it this way because within the last 5 to 10 years, it's been a shorter leash? And if y'all gonna run me out of here, y'all gonna run me out of here on my dime, or my watch. You know what I'm saying? Overall, it's not gonna be a guy bringing me in, especially if I don't come in with a GM that I know. I will say, with him saying I need to be able to pick my guy that I can lean on with it, I think it's just him trying to cover the bases too. You know what I mean? Just looking at it from a different perspective.
See what he can get. He knows he's the most coveted guy.
It's all on board.
Yeah, this worked out well for him.
Great.
I mean, $20 million plus $10 million for assistant. I have no problem with that.
And kind of teams that are in the sellers. You know what I'm saying?
They need it.
Yeah, they're in the bowels of their division.
I think it's worth revisiting, to your point, Mark, because so many people have been on vacation and all this, and maybe they've missed this, but Adam Schefter last weekend had this report. He said Tennessee has restructured its front office to have Titans general manager Mike Borgonzi spearhead the team's head coaching search and control the team's 53-man roster. He now will report directly to Titans owner Amy Adams Strunk. Chad Brinker will continue to oversee the salary cap, research and development, and analytics. Neither person's title changes, but there is now a clear delineation of duties, and the two men agreed to the adjusted front office format. They now have an organizational flow chart, which we've been on this show, and a lot of people have, putting out there and wanting forever.
Yeah.
So I think this is a positive move. Clarity is a great word for it. It's a positive move in that direction.
Well, now the next step is you hire a guy and you get on the same page, and there's trust built in that relationship, and you build that relationship, the working relationship on, hey, this is my philosophy. I'm now the head coach, and I'm going to tell you, this is my philosophy. You can't have, a Derrick Henry ground and pound offense and then have a new guy come in and go, okay, I'm going to air raid, air it out, 5 wide, because you have to manipulate your roster in such a way. It takes time. So what I'm saying is hire a guy, get his philosophy, and then it's the GM's job and the president's job to deliver the best players to fit that philosophy, and the head coach's job to coach and run the football team. And if with those roles clearly spelled out like that, I think it creates much more, just much more cohesion with the organization, man. When it gets all that gray area, that's when you start falling apart.
Yeah, who's doing what? And then you get arguments and talking and gossip and all that crap. Real quick, and we'll come back to this. Will in Nashville, we're coming to you. If you want in, 615-737-1045, Trash Talk Friday. The year of the horse refers to a sign in the 12-year Chinese zodiac cycle, with the upcoming one being the fire horse in 2026, starting February 17th.
I'm with him.
Symbolizing energy, freedom, and bold action.
Let's go!
Following cycles like the wood horse in 2014, the water horse in 2002, and preceded the goat in 2027. People born in a horse year are often seen as confident and independent, and the fire horse year emphasizes learning, exploration, and social opportunities.
So what bold action are you guys taking?
I might go get a fire horse tattoo.
It is not just the year of the horse.
Yeah,
it is the year of the fire horse.
That's what I'm telling you. That's why that was spot on. Listen, it's a feeling. That's why I said you know what I mean? You galloping through. You know what I'm saying? Like you showing everybody, look at me. Look at me.
Like a pimp gallop.
Yeah, no, gallop. No, pimp, that's a stroll,
gallop.
That's a stroll. No, gallop.
That's like a bop.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. You want to come through and everybody be like, oh, wow, there you go again.
Fire horse guy.
Noise.
Man. We ain't talking about the water horse.
No.
we ain't talking about the wood horse.
Yeah, no.
We talking about the fire horse.
Come on, dog. Fire horse? I got red on today.
615-737-1045. Yes, you do. Will in Nashville. Will, what up?
Will from the Ville?
What's up, guys?
Oh, no, they ain't Will from the Ville. What's up, Will?
Got a little bit of trash talk on Harbaugh. It doesn't make any sense.
All right.
Like, I was all fine and good with Harbaugh, when he got fired, and the possibility of coming to coach the Titans, good idea, good prospect as a head coach. But the guy seems to forget that he just got fired. He's asking for $20 million, which is a $3 million raise from what he got last year, making him the highest paid coach in the league. I agree with the guy that called in the other day that he can't even use Derrick Henry right. He's got a lead in the first half. Derrick's got 120 yards and only gets 25 in the second. Doesn't make a bunch of sense. And then asking for overall roster control, just making a lot of demands for a guy that just got fired.
Okay, who's your guy then?
A little more humble than that. Man, I'm going to be honest, I was on the John Harbaugh train the other day, but then we had, I think Cosell it was the other day, so that Stefanski kind of would be a good fit with Cam's system, and Cam would fit in the Stefanski kind of system.
He did mention Stefanski. He mentioned somebody else, too. I have to remember. But, yeah, he did mention Stefanski.
That's probably the best option. I mean, I know Matt Nagy's floating around there, stuff like that, and kind of got a raw deal, but also made Trubisky a good quarterback for 1 year. So we'll see what happens.
Will, before you go, Will, let me ask you something. Out of
that was your boy.
Can you name
Trubisky
more than he has a 17-year run? I'm not sure what Mike Tomlin's is. What is his, about 15?
It was 18.
Yeah, it was one more. It was
no.
It was
Tomlin's 19 and Harbaugh was 18.
Harbaugh was 18. So with those two, outside of those two, can you name anybody else with a model of consistency as far as long as that? So that's why, and I ain't battling you on it. I'm just saying, like, maybe that's why he asking. He got all the cards in his favor. I would ask that too.
Fair
I
enough.
think if he walked in and said, "Hey man, y'all give me $12 million, y'all go pick the GM," you know what I mean? I don't really want that much control. I just give a little say so. we're gonna be looking at him like, dude, do you really got that? You still want to be in this? You know what I'm saying? I mean, just a different look at it, man. I'm with you though.
I think it's more of a meet in the middle kind of deal, you know,
okay,
like a good negotiation and good interview.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's a good coach. Don't get me wrong, but to make him the highest paid coach in the league after he just got fired and coming in with all demands, it's just a little cocky.
Yeah, I got you on that.
Well, I mean, it's not cocky if you can get it. I mean,
he produced as much as he didn't know what to do with David Henry. He did get a 2-time MVP.
Your word.
Wow.
The Titans hired.
Oh, my God.
The Titans hired. Everybody listen up. The Titans hired. They hired a coach.
They did not hire a coach, but they are bringing a big-name head coach in, or a head coach candidate in.
Right.
Former Dolphins head coach Mike McDaniel is scheduled to interview with the Tennessee Titans, according to Tom Pelissero.
So,
he'll be here on Wednesday.
Let me ask you a question, though, about the Mike McDaniel thing. Because they brought in Matt LaFleur for the head coaching process, remember? And then hired him as an OC. Could Mike McDaniel? Yeah. I'm going to present y'all an opportunity.
I'm already there. You ain't got to present me nothing.
I'm going to present y'all with a head coach and an offensive coordinator when we come back and see what you guys think about it.
Well, I can't wait. Are you trying to tee it up for over the break? Are we ready to go? I'll tell you this much.
Yeah,
when you just
hit it.
You're the fire horse, baby.
All right, I'll wait. I'm having a hard time here.
Slade doesn't believe it, teaser.
Fire horse that thing.
No teaser.
I don't believe it.
No teaser, man.
We fire horse. Got him through that.
We don't need to get paid. Get out of here now. But here's you look at this coaching cycle, man.
Fire horse.
And there's only a couple cream of the crop, real firm head coaches that we're going to be excited about. But on the flip side of that coin, there are so many good coordinators that are available that I think something important to watch, and we'll go through hypotheticals, of course, after the break. But is that a head coach that we bring in? I want to see some savage coordinators come with him, even if we're paying them more. But just to your point, the GMs. You know what this goes. Are we going to break, Zeph?
Yeah, I'm waiting for y'all.
This is the same thing that happens with players. They bring players in because they want to interview them. They want to see you in person.
Yeah,
they may not know these guys.
What that conversation is like.
But after the break, we have some important things we're going to discuss.
Yes, but before the break, we got to go to X to see what kind of trouble he's in.
Come on, X. Not in the new year. This is the second round now. Come on.
What's up, fellas? How y'all doing today?
What kind of trouble you in, X?
Man, nothing, man. I'm in this U-Haul, man. But listen, I ain't got no trouble yet. It's only day 9 right now.
Yeah.
Well, when I parked this U-Haul, I've been in a lot of trouble. But
what's in the U-Haul, X?
Right.
Well, I'm moving to Knoxville.
Damn it, X. What are you doing, man?
As you going up the Rocket Top, though.
But that too. But I still got the app. So you got to refresh it. I meant to tell y'all that too. We got to get the app right because you got to refresh it 5 times before you get up to date.
Well,
but anyway.
Well, before we move on, you're going to have to call us from Gus's Good Times Deli. Gus, okay.
You need to know this.
We're starting right.
Yep.
Gus's Good Times Deli.
Yep.
Go there often. Mm-hmm. It's right off the strip in Knoxville.
Good time. Gus's.
Okay, I'm going to do that. Okay, but look, listen, if we do this coaching search, now I know the other day I called and said I wasn't going to go to.
We're doing
it. If we pick up whatever his name is, if we get him. At first I was like, I want him, but if he gonna do all that, we just gonna move on because if they pick him up, then I'm not gonna go to church. And if they get, I'm gonna go to church. But if they get Mike McDaniels, he cannot be head coach. More like an offensive coordinator because he goofy like Mark Mariani, man.
Dang right, let's go.
You ain't got hire Mark. I like Mark.
Hey,
punt return. Woo-wee. This Friday.
McDaniels doesn't even wear. He don't even wear the pants long enough, man. His shoes are too big. Something's wrong with that dude. I like him. I like him. He's got a huge what?
Watch.
It's them gummies. I'm telling y'all. Listen. But anyways,
he's vaping on the sideline and everything.
And I appreciate you. Yesterday you said something about X play wasn't eating him. I was like, I was on Mayor's mind. But y'all have a good day and tighten up.
Hey, be careful with that U-Haul, man. I'm wary of U-Hauls.
Go to Jackie's Dream too. Soul food, baby.
Jackie's Dream. Good. Litton's. Where else does he need? Ye Old Steakhouse. Is that still there?
You got plenty of little spots for him to go.
Yeah.
You can go to Coppercello. Out west now, though.
Yeah.
It is out west.
The Strip is dead.
Yeah.
It's all residential.
It's all apartments now. That's all it is.
Y'all,
it was your generation.
You Canadians ruined it.
No.
Y'all came down the rocker top with all the Canadians.
It wasn't
mountain
like,
with your little hats and little horses.
It wasn't like it.
Just stomped on the strip. Now the strip can't even survive.
It was still restaurants. There were still restaurants there when I was there.
No more. I don't know what's going on. You damn Canadians.
They were not fire horses, were they?
No.
Okay, can we go to break?
Were they water horses?
No, they was wood horses.
Wood horses.
Definitely wood horses.
I'm gonna give them a head coach, offense coordinator ticket next.
Hurry up, people. Get over to Brentwood Jewelry. BrentwoodJewelry.com. They're giving you all that you can, handle when it comes to engagement rings, when it comes to watches, whether it comes to bracelets, earrings, whatever it may be. You got to understand it is a bundle of exceptional style, exceptional deals. It's been happening every single day for over 50 years, man, so I don't understand why you wouldn't already take advantage of them. They want you to. The Mama Lee family, they are coming through and letting you know, hey, we got you. They're taking care of the community, man. 7012 Church Street East, located in the heart of Brentwood. It's right off Franklin Road. So hustle on in there. Tell them we sent you. I'll let Brandon, man. Brandon always look out. I'm telling you. The whole fam look out, but that's my guy. I'm just saying that, because, it's a personal basis. Engagements, they got you. All you got to do is go ask your partner how involved they want to be. Next, you can discuss the expectations. And the third, if they want to be involved, stop by Brentwood Jewelry, browse for rings together, and get valuable feedback. If she wants to be surprised, start a conversation to get you some essential details like ring size, style, cut, and color. They got you covered. Go to BrentwoodJewelry.com. Welcome back in right here on 3XL 104.5 The Zone. We appreciate you hanging with us today. Now, understand this, man. We just gave you a rundown of who we like, what we like, how we like it. Now we can get into a couple hypotheticals. I hope Mayor is going to go where I think he's going to go on Moonshine when he comes back and presents this to us. I was on board yesterday with the head coach that I had in mind, plus Mike McDaniel as the OC. So I'm going to see if he's going to go that direction. If not, is it anybody that you like, it tickles your fancy? It tickles your fire horse that makes you want to say, yeah, give me that coach right
All
there?
right. Here's what I want on my wish list.
Okay.
And I think there's one coach that fits the mold the best.
Right.
I want a CEO. And what I mean by that is my favorite coach I ever played for was Coach Fish.
Okay.
Coach Fisher was a defensive guy.
Right.
No, and he was absolutely a defensive guy.
Yep.
With a defensive mentality. But he toward the, especially as he got further in his career, he relinquished like the role of the DC, and he became the figurehead of the organization and the head coach and the guy who runs the meeting and the guy who, everybody knew the hierarchy of where this thing was going. You had the head coach, and then you had OCDC special teams coordinator.
Yeah.
And he was the CEO of the coaching staff.
Right.
I would like to see us try that route right now, because what we've had in the past few couples, well, of course, the last coach, but even when Vrabes want to control that defense.
Yes.
He didn't want to let Bowen call that defense.
Yep.
So what I would like to see,
he was even on the headset on the offense.
That's what I'm trying to get at. Is I would like to see a coach, and this Harbaugh is a good example, but it doesn't look like he's coming. But we'll use Harbaugh as an example. Special teams guy. But he is the face of your franchise from the coaching staff perspective.
Right.
And he lets the offensive guys do their thing, defensive guys do their thing, and special teams do their thing. That's what I want to see in a head coach. I want to see a guy who runs the room, leads the troops into battle, and is good at delegating to these savages of the OCDC that I said we have a lot of talented coordinators in this cycle that may not be ready or aren't, whatever is, we don't want them as a head man.
Right.
But that takes an ego that takes somebody who's not trying to be meddling and hands into every little thing. Yep. And I think there's one guy out there that I would target for that type of role.
Oh, you got one in mind.
Let's go, Fire Horse.
Oh, really? I just think Stefanski's that guy.
You like Stefanski?
I think Stefanski would be a pillar in what I feel has been a chaotic last 24 months in this franchise. I think having a guy like Kevin Stefanski who has, if you can win in frickin' Cleveland, Ohio, if you can win and you can win multiple NFL Coach of the Year awards for the Cleveland Browns, dude, we need somebody to come in here and just calm the storm. And I don't know
that's my analogy too. Like it's a tornado. Like you need somebody with experience. He's had experience with chaos.
Yeah, chaos. But the thing is I don't, I want to be careful because I don't know that just having experience, like I don't know that Mike McCarthy it is necessarily the same just because he has experience doesn't make it equal in my opinion. I just think that Kevin Stefanski's demeanor, the way he led the room, the way he did, like so much with nothing for years. I just think he's the type of guy who would let his coach and calm this franchise down a little bit.
That's a guy I ran by you yesterday, and you said, "Yeah, we need to have a discussion about him." Because you just wrote off several people.
Yeah, Stefan. Just because I don't know enough about him, like I didn't never really keep a close eye, and I like the AFC.
Because why would you? It's Cleveland.
Yeah, but this is true too. But I do like the AFC North. So watching them, that wasn't one of the games that I was gonna pick up on. It just wasn't. It wasn't a lot of value in it outside of Myles Garrett for me. I always thought they had talented pieces. It just never gelled, and I don't want to put that on him because it's hard to say that's him when there's always been a black cloud hanging around it. You know what I mean? Like to Mark's point, like he did go in up there. I think that says a whole lot, even to be in the running. You know what I'm saying? I don't know enough for him.
Well, here's my thing. He's an example of who I think could be the calming face and workman mentality, but he could hire these flashy OC or these big name DC. My thing is, I don't see a Sean McVay or a Kyle Shanahan out here. I don't see one of these wizard young OCs. Now, maybe they just haven't got their shot yet, but a lot of the names that we keep tossing around, there's a lot of holes you can poke in them, especially for your head coach. Now, could you as an OC, like we're talking about Mike McDaniels, just because he's coming for an interview, okay? Do I think we need that type of persona as our head coach right now in this organization? I don't. Right. But do I think he's a wizard and a great offensive coordinator and would add a little swagger to our offense? Absolutely. But I don't know if I want that as my head coach.
To your point about Kevin Stefanski, so 2003 to 2019, the Cleveland Browns were in the playoffs 0 times. He had them in the playoffs twice.
That's saying a lot.
So they've only been in the playoffs 2 times since 2002, and both times were under him. Yeah. He had 2 11-win seasons in Cleveland.
So
and that's a dumpster fire.
Oh. But guess what, too, on the opposite end of that, man, coming into each season, it's always the most hyped teams coming into the last 2 years outside of the Super Bowl winner trying to come back and repeat, a la Kansas City, Philly, teams like that. Was Cleveland and the Chargers. Like every single year we talk, it's somebody to put something out in the preseason every single year about how good Cleveland is going to be or how good the Chargers are going to be. Every single year. I know for sure since I've been on the station.
Yeah. Ronique says, y'all love losers for some reason instead of a proven commodity. That's why the Titans lose.
Well, all the proven commodities are currently head coaches in the NFL.
Like they're not getting fired.
What's your choice, Ronique?
Yeah, no. 615-737-1045. Like, help us with that. Call in. Like, we ain't got time to just be typing and reading. I want everybody to hear this.
And look, the one proven commodity that's out there, John Harbaugh, we just explained why he's not coming here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and
they're not going to pay the $20 million.
I think a guy like that will be like, well, he had a losing record last year. That's why he's out there.
Cool. All right.
The Titans are not going to pay the $20 million. They're not going to give him full control of the.
With a banged up MVP. What's your hypothetical, though? You said you was going to give us we've been sitting here stirring.
What if I gave you I mean, Zeph told me it was a 3-minute break, but I had to go down. I got to go downstairs to get the good cups.
You good. Me and Moonshine was gone.
I know.
We just came back around and picked
y'all
up.
are fire horses.
We Gucci.
What if I gave you this ticket? Robert Saleh, head coach, McDaniel, offensive coordinator.
I knew it.
Or Kingsbury, offensive coordinator.
I'd rather have McDaniel.
I'd rather have McDaniel, too. But can McDaniel adapt? Because he runs that RPO thing, and we've been told that Cam Ward's not great at that. So I'll throw that out to you, but
I would rather have Kingsbury.
I think I'm going to go.
There was a few years back, Kingsbury coming out of Texas Tech was like, oh my, this guy.
Mm-hmm.
And then you go to Arizona and you go to Washington. It's not like you're failing, whatever. I also think what happens with guys with their second time around, they kind of make adjustments. Anyway, if in your hypothetical, I would love that. I would love Robert Saleh. And I don't know if he would call the defense or not, but he's a defensive guy. And obviously, I don't know if you've seen his players coming out and just like
they love him,
vouching for him.
Yeah.
Like
that was a crazy scenario with the Jets too. I mean,
totally, absolutely. And then you have a defensive minded coach who's going to just tell the offensive coordinator, it's your offense, man.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the other thing I want to.
That's the leader in the clubhouse for me, too. I just want to let you know that.
Who's that? Saleh. I think he would do the exact. I think that type of his demeanor, his like charisma would also be the same thing I'm talking about with just calming the storm down a little bit.
Men guy.
A leader of men behind a podium or behind a mic, just going, hey. Very, very direct in his leadership style. I mean, very like if you compare him to like a Mike McDaniel type who's a little bit more flashy and loud and whatever. Anyway, I love the Robert Saleh thing, but I want to say this.
I like Kingsbury though more than McDaniel. I threw both of them at y'all, but look at what he did with Jaden Daniels.
Yeah, what'd he do? Turn him into a rookie of the year.
He went from 5-12 to 12-5 and a game away from the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but that's Kingsbury.
Rookie of the year. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
I thought you said you would rather have McDaniel.
Oh, no.
Sorry. I had it backwards.
That was me back here.
Yes.
No.
Okay. Here's what I want to say about this. If you now, I've heard some things about that Miami Dolphins offense, but if you're an offensive coordinator, Art Smith, if you're Kingsbury, if you're McDaniel, any of these guys, I don't love the argument of that offense just won't fit Cam Ward's style. We can't really do that. It's not, to me, in this world that we live in, of course you have an offense that has certain goals and has certain styles and everything. But if you're an offensive-minded guy and if you're this brilliant offensive coordinator, you are going to find what your guys do best, and you're going to create mismatches. The processes and the plays and the motions and the calling it and the stuff, you can change that. You can fix it. You can manipulate it to work around the talent you have. But I wouldn't take Cam Ward's playing style and say, he just wouldn't fit in that type of offense.
Yeah,
we don't really know.
I want to stop you there just because I want to make sure that I put this out there. Cosell didn't say he can't. He just said it's not the best fit.
He specifically said he doesn't use the word can't.
Yeah. But I know you're not saying that. I just want to want to preface that for people that did hear that and are listening to you right now.
I just when we're talking about this hire, I think it would be best suited to have an offensive coach, an offensive coordinator who doesn't have to be the head guy, okay, who can just focus on the offense and doesn't have to be a head coach that's calling the plays and meddling in every little thing, because we've run thin with that. My patience is run thin with screwing up a game time situation, not calling a timeout, losing games because we did the wrong thing procedurally, clock management. I just want an OC and a DC that are going to focus on it and a head coach that's going to run this team.
So clearly John Harbaugh is not going to be the Titans coach, right? So this is the current list. And correct me if I'm wrong. Keep track, Zeph, because there's a lot. And Jim White the other day, I asked him how many coaches they interviewed last time, and it was 11 that were in the first wave. So Matt Nagy, Steve Spagnuolo, Vance Joseph, Raheem Morris, Jason Garrett, Lou Anarumo, Arthur Smith, Cliff Kingsbury, Jeff Hafley, defense coordinator of the Packers, Robert Saleh, Kevin Stefanski, Mike McCarthy, Jesse Minter, Chris Shula, Rams defense coordinator, and Mike McDaniel.
And Mike McCoy. They interviewed him as well. I have to throw it out there because it's technically true.
No, that's good.
So 16 total candidates so far.
I'll tell you one thing.
What did Jim say they brought in the first round the other day?
11, I just said it.
I like what they. I like this route. Regardless if they come to and I'm gonna compare to both of y'all point. I'm comparing everybody as they come in because I got a whole. When I bring this head coach in, our conversation is gonna be like, "What do you like? Do I need to go get this guy? Do you like working with this guy? Have you heard good things? How compatible are y'all? Like, we don't need to just go get no head coach.
And you may end up with an offensive coordinator and or a defensive coordinator out of this. So has your path crossed any of these guys in your career?
No, just Arthur.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. And John Gannon, actually. I love John Gannon, too, as a coach, man. He
just fired from Arizona.
Yeah, again, sometimes you just have a guy who's might be better defensive coordinator than a head man. But here's the thing. As we were sitting here, I was thinking about this too. I would rather have a head coach for this hire. I would rather have a coach who's had experience as a head coach, even if they've failed, than have a first-time head coach for this hire. Only because of the stability of our organization right now.
I think you can't go first-year head coach.
You can't. And your list, there's 5 or 6 of them that would be first-year guys. And, man, we just went through it. I just, trying to figure it out. It's a daunting thing, and it's just a lot, man.
Well, and Matt Nagy has said he doesn't want to call plays, just to clarify that part of it. I know he's the OC at Kansas City.
Did he say that? So that changes my opinion a little bit. Because I saw what he did in Chicago, and I think he's a great figurehead, and obviously Borgonzi and him.
Were you there right before him?
Yes. Yeah. I was during the deadly John Fox years, man. We won so many games.
Foxy.
One name that they haven't brought in yet, but
is that one.
I hope that they will, or at least consider, is Brian Flores, DC of the Vikings. When he was at Miami, the reason he got fired is because of some tampering. Remember the whole Brady tampering situation? They ended up losing draft picks. he like wouldn't follow what the owner wanted to do or something
That
like
guy
that.
likes to blitz. That's for sure.
The other reason that it went really south is his treatment of Tua and his quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm.
And he admitted after he was fired that I screwed up. I can't be like Belichick because he's on the Belichick tree from the Patriots.
Right.
And he even that's why I'm saying a head coach who has experience, even if they've failed,
He learned from
from it.
that.
Exactly. And he came out. If you can find it out there, it is a great like in-depth like inner look of like he was like, hey, I screwed that up. I feel bad the way I treated Tua and whatever moving forward. That type of reflection I think is helpful around two. You've already done it once. He'd be another one on the list who, of course, he failed at it, but it's his second time around. You can fix it.
Yep.
I love people that go inward. We all make mistakes.
Reflection.
It's those that learn from it.
Yeah, but there's not a lot of guys that would get behind the mic and admit it.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kevin and Brentwood. Kevin, what up?
How's it going, guys?
What up, Kev?
Had a question for Mark, but before I ask it, I want to let you know that you're my second favorite Montana Grizzly of all time.
Let's go. I'll take it. Who'd I lose to?
I was on the coaching staff at Christ Pres Academy from 01 to 04 and had the opportunity to coach Brandon Fisher.
Oh, let's go, man. That's my boy.
So my question for you is, we know what you can do on the football field, but were you half the student he was, or how was the comparison made there?
No.
Is he sitting right next to you?
I know. I feel like I'm getting set up, Kevin. Hey, that's my boy now. But no, absolutely not.
In years, but yeah.
Listen,
he was something.
I'll take that one on the chin. Because no, absolutely not, dude. That guy was like a dang wizard, man. He was like a 4-point savage. The funny thing about him,
4-point savage.
The funny thing about him is he would say this too. So I'm just gonna set him up now. But he was great on the football field because his X's and O's were far superior than anybody else on the field. So he would always tell you, "Hey, I'll get myself in the right position. I know the read. I know where to be. I've seen it before. Now." Am I athletic enough to make the play is the question. It's his story, not mine.
You got to know who you are.
Back then, we were public school, 1A, 2A football, so he was definitely athletic enough.
No, dude,
Led us to a state title for sure. Yep.
That's my boy.
Hey, thanks, Kevin, man. Good to hear
Thanks,
from you.
Kevin. I appreciate you, man.
No problem, guys. Y'all take care.
Yes, indeed.
615-737-1045.
Just coming in, spreading the love. Good job, Kevin.
NFL playoff weekend. Do you have a blood in the water?
Not for the NFL.
Ooh, little tease. Look at Mark. Just fire horsing over here.
It is the year of the fire horse.
I think you got off the schneid last time too.
Oh, dude, I'm coming in here with a.
You're hot now.
I'm waiting.
2026.
These pockets are heavy.
We'll be right back. 3HL 104.5 The Zone. Brent Doherty. Don Davenport is headed to Indiana and Oregon. She's headed to Atlanta. Buck's going to be there, too. The same guy that said he went to Indiana and never knew where the football stadium was.
Oh, man.
These are the people.
I've been seeing so many Indiana shirts. Some of my buddies, I'm like, I didn't know you went there. That thing must have been in the closet for a few years.
If Indiana wins, we're all blaming Buck Rising.
No, man.
I mean, if they lose. If they lose, yeah.
I'm going to bet with Indiana, but I'm expecting them to lose.
Because Buck's there?
That's the sole reason. This is how teams lose.
This is how
people that don't like their own team, all of a sudden they get to the dance and they like, oh man, I gotta go to this. No, you don't.
Did you say this was his first ever Indiana game that he's going to?
I don't know that, but I just know
I'm gonna say yeah.
It probably is.
I'm gonna say yeah, especially as being out of school. No question. Buck does not even like.
I thought
Indiana
he was a Notre Dame football fan.
No, you know he went to Indiana.
Oh, I know he went to Indiana, but I'm pretty sure I've heard him say on the air that he is a Notre Dame football fan.
Oh, that's about right.
I wouldn't doubt that at all. I wouldn't doubt that at all, dog. That's why I'm telling y'all, man. If Signetti could get a hold of this, I'm telling you, he would ban him from coming in that
test
stadium.
there he would give Buck?
He refused to drive to Atlanta, so he's flying down there.
Yeah. The
older I get, the less I blame somebody on that one.
The only good part is he's sitting in a suite.
Yeah.
He's sitting in a suite, so he'll be kind of out the way. The rest of the Indiana fans may not know.
He already claimed that to you?
Exactly. That's what I'm telling you.
Why did he have to announce that?
This is Buck. That's what I'm telling you,
He
man.
announced that to everybody?
This is what he's bringing to the game, everybody.
Buck's never going to sit in the stands. You kidding me?
That's like how you experience
You're talking about
games.
the most bougie person we've ever met in our lives.
I know. It's frustrating.
Buckaroo.
Oh, man.
Experience college football like a real fan.
So that game last night was incredible.
Man.
Oh, man.
Credit to Ole Miss, too, because Mark was explaining this during the break, too. They did a great job on those Miami defensive ends.
Yeah.
Who had 12 sacks in the two previous games. They had one last night, and it was a gimme where
boys were
where Chambliss was running, almost got to the line of scrimmage.
They were relentless.
But I tweeted, because it's almost like Miami was, not only were they running the football, they were physically dominant and just running through their face. And then they would drop Carson Beck back. And Carson Beck, I mean, has there ever been a good quarterback that made you more nervous in the pocket than that guy? Like, you literally have no idea what's about to happen. He can throw a dime. He could miss a wide-open receiver by 20 yards. He could throw it straight to the defense, and you're like, where's that going? He could try to run and then get hammered in the backfield. Like, you have no idea what's going to happen. I knew what was going to happen when they handed the ball off. They were going to run through their face. Like
When they put out that flea flicker there early in the game, I was like, what are you doing?
I lost
What are you doing? Run the ball.
I'm like, you just took a chance to lose 12 yards when all you have to do is hand it off to Fletcher or Brown. That's all you have to do. They ran for 191 yards.
And they were dominant.
So I tweeted right before the 10. How about 10?
Malachi Tony.
Freshman.
God.
Tough.
He should be in high school right now.
That catch that was incomplete, though.
Man, the one hand reach back, go matrix to
I'm
get
not
your
sure
foot
it
down.
wasn't a catch either.
He
got his toe down.
Yeah, but if you land,
you have to complete
if it would have been toe and he fell, it would have been completed.
Okay.
Yeah, so you have to
I was thinking the same thing, yo.
You have to make it.
Incredible.
You have to make it an intention to be the toe drag. Is what. They said.
Before his hitch route long touchdown where he ran through the defense, I tweeted, I have no idea why Miami's not running the ball on almost every play. The other play, quick stuff to 10, it's not complicated. And they would have blasted Ole Miss.
I'm pretty sure they got a first down almost every time they threw a quick screen to him. Like, it was.
That dude is
he's gonna be a super. He's gonna be a superstar.
Like 20 minutes later, they throw that hitch route to 10, and he scores. And I retweeted myself and wrote exclamation point.
Real quick. Did you think that was DPI at the end?
Not on the last play of the game.
Yeah,
they're never going to call pass interference on the last play of the game.
I didn't say that they were going to call it. Do you think it was DPI?
Have y'all ever seen pass interference on the last play of the game?
No, and I think if the ball would have been a little bit more in play, if it would have gotten to the receiver, they would have had a little more argument
I think he
for
had
it.
Going out of the back of the end zone. the ball
Yeah, you
was.
can't call that.
If I'm an official, there's no way in a championship, to go to the championship, that a game that's been played that way, decided by the players, I'm going to throw a flag. No.
Have you ever seen it? I've never seen it.
No.
Not on a Hail Mary, no.
No,
And Hail Marys get physical down there.
Yeah.
People pushing and shoving.
Yeah, but everybody on the field knows there's no flag coming. You
Right.
can do anything you want.
Right. You better do anything you want.
was
You
a-
better not let
it
them
was-
come up with the catch.
Listen,
Have you been in a situation where you're trying to catch a Hail Mary?
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't
Isn't that
know.
weird?
We always repped it, but I'm trying to think. I don't think I have. I'll have to think about that.
At
But
Montana,
kudos
you
to-
were never in position to have to
No,
do
we were
that.
just we just watched that clock tick to 0 and took our
You don't know how to.
W out of it. Yeah. But kudos to Ole Miss, dude. They've been that was it's hard to not get
No
distracted, and
question.
they showed up last night and could have had an opportunity to win that game, which was incredible. They're full of playmakers. I saw Trinidad got rejected today for his 6th year, but
He did, and Aguilar, according to VolQuest, could hear today too.
They put a date on it. The 12th.
Oh, they did?
January, so on Monday, January 12th.
Monday, yeah.
That's
Okay.
when they'll know.
I mean,
I'm pretty
He's not
sure we
gonna
know
get
the
it,
answer,
right?
but yeah.
all right, Moonshine. Tough year for the Blood and the Water.
let's go.
But not last time. Not
Oh
last
yeah,
time.
hey, it's been a tough year. Let me just not. Don't worry, I'm not gonna keep shooting, baby.
It's the year of the fire horse.
It's the year of the fire. Hey,
right.
hey, listen, the Sharks are undefeated in 2026, baby.
Talk to him.
All right, here it is, man.
What you got? You going college football? Are
It
you
is
going to Oregon?
really, 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 really hard
Really?
to beat a team twice in the same year.
Oh.
Oregon Ducks are going to shock the world tonight, baby. The Oregon Ducks are going to shock the world tonight. Dante Moore is going to throw 0 picks tonight. Explosive plays left and right for the Ducks, baby. How are they going to do it? Not sure. Numbers? Any stat breakdown? No, it all looks terrible. The
Definitely
Hoosiers
not
are
by the
down.
run.
Here's the deal. I'm telling you this. The Hoosiers went up to Outson and beat them at on their home turf. I'm telling you this, okay? It is so hard to beat a team twice in a year. It is so hard to beat a team twice. So listen, the Ducks have been stewing on that, okay? The Hoosiers have been, everybody patting on, little pat on the back, yeah. Listen, I don't want to hear any more Hoosiers fans. Oregon fans are just as bad. But tonight in Atlanta, okay? The Ducks are going to shock the world because they're going to take care of that football. Trust me. Lock it in, baby. Them Sharks are hunting in Georgia.
Yeah, we both went with Indiana.
Listen, man.
Yeah, who's Oregon starting at running back? A safety and a linebacker? I'm pretty sure.
Yes, because they're going to throw the rock, baby. That big old tight end, what's his name? Sadiq?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Sadiq.
Dude, Sadiq is going to ball.
Top 10 draft pick.
Oh, is he?
Mm-hmm.
Sadiq is going to take over this game, man. He had 2 catches the first time they played. Tonight,
He's
it's
gonna
on.
take over.
Dude, I was digging for some stats and some numbers.
I've got some.
I mean, Indiana has some dogs now.
Oregon quarterback Dante Moore in that game against Indiana. Indiana won 30-20 in Outson Stadium in Oregon. He was 21 of 34 for 186, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. Hoosiers D held the Ducks to 81 yards rushing on 30 carries. Oregon got to Mendoza 1 time.
Then let's put another stat out there.
I thought you were going to go to an NFL game.
Dante Moore. No, but here's the thing. Hey guys, listen. I'm going to tell you one thing because this is what I was teetering on. The Patriots' luck is going to run out against the Chargers.
In that too.
Justin Herbert is not messing around. The Patriots' strength of schedule is gross. Anyway, Dante Moore, the Oregon Ducks will win this game only if Dante Moore has 35 passing attempts. That's it. They got to throw the ball.
Only opportunity they got.
Throw the ball, dude. Don't even try to run that rock. I mean,
he can't run it, but yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Shock the world.
This will definitely be a shocker.
When's the last time you heard the game plan for a game is don't establish the run?
Hey, hey, listen. If Indiana, okay, I'm not the only one who feels that way.
Okay.
And you know who else feels that
Who?
way? Vegas. You want to know why?
Why?
It's only
3.5 now.
I'm looking at it at 3, but you're right.
What you on?
ESPN.
Yeah, I'm on FanDuel.
But listen, plus 142, and all I got to say is this, man. We ain't scared, baby. Hammer that money line. We don't want those 3.5. Shock the world. I'm telling you, dude, Indiana does not want to see a pissed off Ducks team. They just don't.
Have a great weekend, Mark.
God, I missed you, boys.
Man, we missed you too,
the
brother.
year of the Fire Horses is going to be so sick. Oh, one last thing. Everybody, not if you're driving, but if you're on your phone, do me a favor. Open up your IG. No one cares what your history is. We're not going to be looking. It's fine. Why are you laughing? And type in SOLR.
Speaking of fire.
Solar Pilates. Okay, SOLR. Give us a follow. We open in that bad boy in less than 2 weeks. You understand? SOLR. I'm gonna be on there looking to see how many people are asking. SOLR.
I just pressed the follow button.
The year of the Fire Horse is starting at Solar Pilates, baby.
And the first thing I see are abs that look nothing like mine.
No, the market. Yeah, we can
go get them, though. We can go get them, okay?
That's what we offer.
Okay. I'm looking at it.
Don't even get it twisted, boys. You're going to be in there
Put my
first
abs on
week.
that picture.
Yeah, you're going to be our poster child.
I'm going to get it.
I'm going to
Game,
thank you, boys. And thank you out there. Happy New Year to everybody.
Thank you, Moonshine. Go give SOLR. Go give them an Instagram follow. Stoney Keeley in studio for the next couple hours. We're going to talk a lot of Titans football. You want in 615-737-1045.
All right, listen up, y'all. It's that time. If your back's out there barking, it's hurting. I mean, it's just painful. Well, your neck's a little stiff. Hips feel a little tight, like you just been out here just pressing. I'm talking about a full court press because you know it's basketball time. Well, it's time to slay that pain at the Joint Chiropractic of Middle Tennessee. They got 17 locations, man, open all day, evenings, and weekends. So you can roll in there whenever. I'm going personally I already did the one in Hendersonville. I'm going to try the one in Gallatin. I'm going to try the one in Bellevue. I'm going to try the one in Mount Juliet. I'm on the tour. So I hope you're in there and I hope you meet me. And if you don't, well, I'll just be the only one feeling right. No insurance is no worries. Walk in, no appointment needed. New patients, you're getting the consultation, exam, and adjustment for just $29. And after that, adjustments as low as $18. Now, that's an easy put back or slam dunk. Headaches, back pain, neck pain, whatever's slowing you down, The Joint's got your back. Go to thejoint.com to find your spot, get in, get adjusted, and get back to living.
Good afternoon. It's 4:03. I'm Joseph Bonanno live from the 104.5 The Zone Circus Sports at the Mid-Kentucky Downs Studios. The Titans have added a couple more interview requests for their head coaching job today, including Rams defensive coordinator Chris Shula, Chargers defensive coordinator Jesse Minter, and former Miami Dolphins head coach Mike McDaniel, bringing the total number of candidates up to 16. Tonight, the college football playoff semifinals wrap up with Oregon and Indiana in the Peach Bowl for a chance to face off against Miami in the national championship game. Kickoff is set for 6:30 on ESPN. Also this weekend in college hoops, Tennessee will travel to Gainesville to take on the defending champs, with tip-off scheduled for 11 a.m. Central Time on Saturday. You can catch the Vol Network call the game right here on The Zone. Also, undefeated Vanderbilt will host LSU with tip-off scheduled for noon at Memorial Gymnasium. For your foundation repair waterproofing needs, you need to visit USSDN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Titans and Balls. This, 104.5, The Zone.
John 104.5, The Zone. Brent Doherty with you on a beautiful day in the Music City. Hope you're having a great Friday. Babs is in Atlanta in advance of Indiana and Oregon. Her husband went to Indiana, longtime suffering Indiana fan, is having a ball the last couple of years. What did he say? He saw 57 people at Buc-ee's with Indiana gear on, something like that?
He was counting.
57. Slay Dog is here.
I'm in the building. Better? Car has a roof. I tell you what, though, I'm this little parlay gonna be a bad boy.
We're gonna do it before you get out of here.
Okay,
you're headed to Charlotte.
I'm out here.
Before we get into more football, I want to hit you with basketball real quick. SEC basketball Saturday. Number 21 Tennessee at Florida. Florida's struggling. They've got that front court. That's gonna be an interesting matchup.
Yep.
To see how the game is called, where are the fouls distributed? Can Jalen Carey kind of push some people around a little bit? We'll see.
Yeah.
What do you think?
The Tennessee front court got to neutralize or play just as well or better than the that was a lot right there. Well,
if they do, they win.
Yeah, they win without question. Yeah. But also, I think I'm gonna tip the cap to Tennessee's backcourt. I think they got something to prove on the road. Mm-hmm. I think Gillespie is coming to his own when you look at Xavier Lee and Boogie Flan compared to where Jacoby Gillespie is. I feel he's hit that mark where after coming out of the Arkansas game, it was like, I ain't waiting no more. I can't sit around and wait no more, because if I wait, like we seeing what's happening, you know what I mean? I'm better off leading and letting the rest of the backcourt follow me. And I'm talking about Nate Mint. Yeah. You know what I mean? So that outburst that he had in this last game, I thought that's what he needs to be doing, and we'll see if that continues going down to the Swamp. Difficult place to play. Yep. You know what I mean? And it's time to get that bad taste out your mouth. They waxed you in the Swamp last year. I mean, waxed. Now, you got them back when they came to Rocky Top, but that was an ugly sight down there.
Vanderbilt, one of 6 undefeated teams left. And they get LSU. Another great chance to get another big win.
Yeah.
At home.
Yeah, this is I'm a huge fan of Matt McMahon at LSU, but losing the way he did to South Carolina at home, he called that first time out. I think they were on like an 8-0, 10-0 run. Called that first time out, and I've never seen him that animated. Like, he lit into his guys. You know what I'm saying? So if they don't respond to that, not many times you're gonna see a coach fired through the midseason. Especially with him having some talent. He may make it through the end, but the writing could be on the wall, man.
Another game I'm interested in, Mississippi State at Kentucky. Kentucky needs to get one.
They have to get this.
And Josh Hubbard is red hot.
Yep.
3 30-plus point games in his last 5.
Yeah, you got to give credit to the guys that that Coach Jans has put around him. Like, those guys have stepped up. Elps at the point guard spot.
You told me to watch him, and I watched him in the last game.
No.
And he does take a lot off of Hubbard.
Whole lot, man. Yeah. Like, it's stuff that he's been able to do where Hubbard doesn't have to run the point and score. Elps is enough of a scoring threat to where you don't have to worry about, him setting guys up. He can play off the ball. That's why you can get different actions, and he causes so much attention while you on the opposite side setting a double staggered. Epps has the ball, and he can go get a bucket. You know what I'm saying? So that one-on-one matchup. And the freshman that they finally started playing, Jamarian Davis Fleming, man, he may foul out. But, boy, he going to have an impact. 6'9", play on the wing. Like, he does all the intangibles. So it's going to be interesting if Kentucky can get right out. I do believe Kentucky got to get this game. I just feel the pressure.
Can't be 0-3. They
need this.
They cannot be
They need this.
If they lose, they're 9-7 and 0-3.
You talking about somebody getting fired in the middle. Now, that Big Blue Nation don't give a damn about making it to the end of the season to save face. They will get you out of there after spending $22 million.
All 16 SEC teams in action tomorrow. You can catch Slay on the SEC Network. What are we doing suit-wise? I'm going with a the gray with the vest.
Gray vest, yeah. I mean, light gray. I'm going a little light, little baby blue that look gray sometime if I turn a funny way. You know what I'm saying? But a little hint of purple in that bad boy. So yeah, I'm coming with it again.
Locally, TSU tied for first in the OVC after their 90-68 win at Western Illinois. Travis Harper, the second, had 23 points. Tigers play at Eastern Illinois tomorrow at 3:30. TSU 8-2 in their last 10.
A big win.
Yep.
Going to Eastern Illinois, yeah.
Yep. Lipscomb lost to Stetson on Thursday. Bisons are 2-1 in conference play. They play at Florida Gulf Coast tomorrow at 3. Austin Peay in first place in the A-Sun. They're 3-0 in conference play. They've won 5 in a row. They play at Stetson tomorrow at 1. Zaire Collins had 25, freshman, in the Thursday win over Florida Gulf Coast. Belmont 14-3, 4-2 in Missouri Valley play. They're 2 games behind 6-0 Murray State. Bruins have won 2 of their last 3. They play at Drake on Saturday. MTSU 3-1 in Conference USA play. They're 1 game behind first place Liberty. Blue Raiders lost by 3 in overtime at UTEP Thursday. They play at New Mexico State tomorrow at 7. They have 5 players averaging in double figures. And Western Kentucky lost by 16 at New Mexico State Thursday. Hilltoppers are 3-4 in their last 7. They play at UTEP tomorrow at 3.
Flies open.
Let's go P. Fly Williams, if you know, you know. Stoney Keeley in studio.
Stoney.
What's up, Stoney?
There we go. I got my intro.
I love this.
Man, the exotic candle line in that intro got me in my feelings again. My Yankee Candle out in Mount Juliet closed on me.
Oh,
I just
love candles, man. I just love candles.
I got like 30 candles in my office right now where I just went and bought
Wait, in your office?
Yeah, where I just
like
went
lit?
Not lit. No, I just keep them, you know.
Like, you can't really do that in a workplace, can you?
It's like a fine scotch, you know. Every now and then you just got to take it off the shelf, take a sniff, and just put it back. That's how I roll.
So Slay, Stoney sent me a text today, and actually it was a story. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers completed an interview with former Titans head coach Brian Callahan for their offensive coordinator position.
Hey, good for Brian Callahan.
Yeah. Bring him on in,
you want to talk about a landing spot after what he just went through with the Titans?
Yeah.
Go coach all that talent.
He's for sure
that roster.
He's for sure an offensive coordinator, right? Like at the very least, and that's where he is now in his life, in his career. Are some of these interviewees that the Titans have done or will do, are some of those really still coordinators, or like are there guys that you look at on this list and like Mike McDaniel, for example, like will he be a coordinator or will he get a head coaching job, do you think?
I don't know. The Mike McDaniel situation is kind of tricky because that kind of feels like a knee-jerk reaction to John Harbaugh getting let go because prior to that happening, Miami was all, we're going to go get the GM and we're going to give Mike McDaniel another chance. It was a vote of confidence, and then suddenly Harbaugh's available, and it's, oh, no, we've evaluated this, and we want to make a change there. So I say that to say I don't know if it was the same as some of these other candidates where they had clear issues that they could not handle the head coaching role. They'd lost the locker room, bad decisions, bad game management, something like that. It feels more of, hey, we want to make a run at Harbaugh and we got a new GM, so let's let him pick the guy if we don't get Harbaugh. And I don't know that that's necessarily an indictment on McDaniel as a head coach. I still think it's very rare that you get someone in football today that can truly innovate offense, because half the league is running similar concepts. Coming out of these Shanahan-McVay systems, everybody wants the next hotshot guy. McDaniel is one guy that has taken things and tweaked it, truly taken it to the next level. I feel like that's going to be coveted, and I wouldn't be surprised if there are teams out there that aren't scared of him because of that, because I don't feel like things went so sideways for him that he's irredeemable.
What was he, 35 and 33 down there?
Something like that.
A couple games over 500, yeah. We've got plenty of time to talk Titans, coaching search, NFL news, NFL coaching searches, all of these things. College football, the game last night was amazing if you want to talk about that. Tonight's game, Oregon and Indiana. Slay and I are both on Indiana.
Yep.
Stoney, we'll get your take in a second. Moonshine went with Oregon.
Yes, he did. And that ain't fun. I don't even know why I left it there.
You backed away from the microphone and
Yeah, it
just
was
put your
wild.
head
It got
down.
wild. I could feel it getting wild right in there.
Meanwhile, Zephyr has some Tennessee football news.
Okay, Zephyr.
You want the sounder?
Yeah, of course. I always want the sound.
Parsley.
Tennessee is bringing in another quarterback out of the transfer portal for a visit. This time, Missouri starting quarterback, or former Missouri starting quarterback, Bo Pribula.
That's interesting. I kind of thought that guy would land at Georgia Tech, and he went there today.
Did he?
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind that. I think him being protected with the running game and some weapons.
And he can run the ball.
Yeah, yes, he can.
Mm-hmm.
Man, Joey started
Remember
out.
Penn State? Like, he was a pretty key component to their run to the playoff a couple of years ago, and they would bring him in to do run play things.
Yep.
And very, very talented guy. And then he got in the portal before they went to the playoff, which was funny to me.
It kind of seems like Heupel's trying to find that guy that played a little bit like Hendon Hooker did, where he can play in the pass game, but brings that element to the run game. The guys that they brought in, Sam Levitt, now Bo Pribula, like those are two guys who use their legs, and you haven't really had that since Hendon Hooker, or at least haven't had it as a successful method of play. Yeah,
that's the word. Yep,
because Joe Milton got legs. He just didn't like to use them.
He's got legs.
Well, yeah, you're right.
He doesn't know how to.
Well, why would he run it when he could throw a orange 100 yards? Play? Come on. He's got that bazooka.
Snuck that one by me.
Guess what, though? He started the year off with a 75-yard run.
Yeah, but then he was
never
like,
did it again.
he's like, I'm good. I got this bazooka on my shoulder. I'm just going to use that.
No, I'm straight on it. And plus, you're probably trying to find a guy you ain't got to pay $6 million for.
That's another really good point there, Slay.
Let's get around the $3 million. If we can get around the $3 million range, I like where we can go.
The other schools that Sam Levitt was visiting, so Kentucky, Tennessee, LSU, Miami, you're going to get in a bidding war with LSU, Miami if you really want Sam Levitt.
Yeah.
Levitt's going to end up at LSU, right?
I think it's Miami.
You think Miami?
I wouldn't be shocked with Miami either.
I feel like he fits that Miami.
Well, then who's LSU going to get?
That's a good question.
All this Lane Kiffin noise.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Dylan Raiola's still out there.
Oh, please. Bring him to the SEC.
Now, we're here for that. Everybody in here is here for that. I guarantee you.
DJ Lagway still taking visits. I know the Baylor thing happened a few days ago, but came out today that he's actually going to go talk to Ole Miss.
Oh, man. It just throws me off.
I think Deuce Knight will
I hate
there.
this.
And Deuce.
I love it. I love it. It's entertainment, man.
Come on, man. You just committed to Baylor, dog. Where you going now? Like, dude.
He didn't officially commit.
Yeah, but
the story was
he ain't write it, but it said he committed it.
Well, he's
He
gonna
told
go.
somebody
He's gonna
that.
go talk to Ole Miss, and he says he's got a couple more visits behind Ole Miss lined up too.
I get
so.
fired so fast, dog. I'll get fired. Dog, you going to tell me in my face that you commit and then go out and I got to read that you going to see Texas? But no, you know what? I'm good. We wouldn't even have no roster. We all walk-ons.
You know who doesn't have a roster? Auburn.
Man,
it's like every starting player is like in the portal. It's every 5 minutes I see an Auburn player leaving.
Yeah. They getting poached over there, boy.
That's because I really thought Alex Golish could have done something with the roster that they had, and then bye-bye.
Unproven, man.
Bye-bye
He's got
roster.
legs. He just don't want to use them.
That's what he did.
Oh, man.
I always heard about him, too.
I love it when you go off random songs. Parsley.
Yeah, let's go, Zephyr.
Spain says, I saw Bab's name in the portal. Hell no, it's not.
No.
She ain't going nowhere.
No. So I'm going to tell you, you get to pick this.
All right. I went against
Stoney, you can pick this
yesterday.
too.
I felt bad about it.
What?
I felt bad about it.
Oh, you did go
But
against
then
me.
I won.
Yeah, you won. No, don't feel bad. Just feel bad when you
Well,
lose.
I had done it before you did it.
Yeah, that's true.
Does that make sense?
A little bit. Done it before.
In our world, it
Yeah,
is.
it does make a lot of sense. All right, you can go with what you want me to go with. Oh, let me make this a little quick, last little bit.
Slay, come on, man. We just
I'm
did the
going.
intro. You're supposed
Welcome
to be
to
ready.
Three Tell
Ready.
Stoney.
Let me tell you why, because I had a little mix in. Okay, you can go hockey. Y'all can go. Y'all want hockey parlay? You want NFL parlay? You want semifinal game parlay? Semifinal game? No, that's just a winner.
Yeah, I was just say there's only one game.
No, and I got another.
Yeah, but he does the team, team parlay.
Talk to him, yo. He ain't,
Same game parlay.
Yo, he new here. He ain't been around long
I want
enough.
NFL. We've already
Do
had.
they not do same game parlays up north?
And I got a. No, they don't.
He literally just shook his head.
I thought you were going to say something different.
Not across the border, they
I
don't.
want NFL. You already did it. You already
No, but you ain't even listen. I got a hockey
I know you did hockey this
college
week already.
mix though. See, you feel me? See
You
what I'm
already
saying?
did, but you already did hockey
Wait,
and college.
college
this week.
hockey?
We won hockey though.
I know. That's why you got to mix it up.
No, NHL plus semifinal game.
College hockey. He's
Listen,
betting
you're
on.
red hot on NHL.
That's what
I
I'm
might
saying.
want that
I'm
one.
asking you which one you want.
I want
y'all want the money or what y'all want? You know
See,
what
the
I mean?
listeners want the football, but I want the NHL.
Okay, I'll give y'all two.
So maybe you could text me the NHL and do the football.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'll give you two.
that's a good plan.
All right.
NFL first.
NFL. All right, here we go. Now listen, y'all, it's gonna get real. I don't need no head shaking or head put down. Rams minus 10.5. Book them.
Oh my! By the way, Carolina, the biggest home underdog in the history of the NFL
I love
playoffs.
it. I love it. Sean McVay, do not let up. Packers at Bears.
You're gonna make me go against the Bears, aren't you?
Bears money line.
Oh, okay.
Ben Johnson is going to be the story of this playoffs right here, man. Even if it's for one game, it don't even matter. It don't even matter. Even if it's for one game.
Is this the first time you've done any 3HL in studio with two of us in here?
I've only done
Really this solo album.
It gets wild, especially when Don's not here.
one episode with each of y'all, just one-on-one.
Hey, all right, San Fran and
Which
the
one
Eagles.
did you like the best?
That's a great question.
Be careful, Stoney.
That's a great question, Stone.
I like
Don't
them
mess
all
up the
equally.
parlay. Don't mess up the parlay, Stone, about saying something crazy. San Fran at Philly.
Yeah.
I think the 49ers too banged up on the road, man, to try to get it done. I'm going Eagles minus 3.5.
I'm jotting
Minus
this down.
3.5.
Yeah.
Over the field goal.
Yeah.
The key number of 3.
Get it out the way.
All right.
Chargers at New England Patriots. Stoney just alluded to it.
Patriots.
Or was it Mark Mariani?
No, he went Chargers.
He said Chargers were gonna.
Chargers plus 3.5 is what Slay going.
Oh, that's where you're going.
So we got two. Well, we got 3 plus 109 plus 126 plus 109 and 1 with the Eagles minus 121. So that's gonna get you a whopping plus 1151. You know what I'm saying?
What's your same game tonight?
My same game tonight. You're glad you asked.
It's a short break, Zeph. Don't worry about it.
This one's actually our longest one.
Oh, is that the one? No. Under 49.5. Move this line just a little bit.
Under 49
Under
and a half.
49.5 tonight. Under 24.5 first half. Indiana total points. Over 26.5 for the game. That right there, people, that'll get you plus 817.
Indiana plus what? Over what?
Over 26.5, they total points.
Total points.
Signetti has taught me I don't come off the gas. I like to score a lot.
Yeah, he doesn't come
I
on.
don't care what the totals are, anything. I like to keep scoring.
You can ask Alabama about that. Hey, before you leave,
Yes.
this is going to piss Zeph off. Mike in Old Hickory.
Oh, give this to me.
Mike, what's up?
Well, Ducks. So, yep, bet on them. And the reason is that, you know what? They got nothing to lose. They're going to Atlanta, and they're saying, hey, we're going to be playing in a dome stadium, and we're going to beat Indiana we've never heard of. There's no SEC team down there. And then we're going to get on a plane and go to Miami and play in another dome stadium in their own house and beat them. So the prognosticators, the analysts, the bettors this year in college football have been completely wrong. And so, number two, the Titans. All these coaches that we're interviewing now, have you guys ever played a game called AI? Type in what head coach that's available or general manager or assistant coaches would be the best case scenario for Cam Ward to continue his growth at Tennessee.
What did AI tell you, Mike?
I'm not. Hey, it locked up.
Hey, I couldn't respond. I like it. Look, Mike, let me tell you something about this new year 2026. I love you, man. You know, the energy you done came with starting in 2026, you done came the right way. Every time you catch me off guard, I never know what you're going to say, never know which way you're going to go. Like, Mike, you own it this year, man. Stay like this, Mike. I need you like this the entire year.
Well, it's just good luck to us this year that hopefully we get the right coach.
Okay.
And maybe AI is the answer.
Listen, I can't wait till they pick one and get your take on it. I don't even care who it is.
Go Ducks. Go Ducks.
Okay. Thank you, Mike. Appreciate it.
Him and Moonshine together.
So does that make you more confident in Moonshine's blood in the water pick or less confident in Moonshine's blood in the water pick?
It just entertained me. I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and do 3HL bingo card while you're here.
Yeah, get to us, yo.
It's the year of the fire horse, symbolizing energy, freedom, and bold action.
Like that.
That was the internet told us that.
Okay. The AI game?
We played the AI game.
Okay.
Fire horse, that thing. Gallop, Moonshine.
That's it.
He's got legs. He just don't know how to use them.
I mean.
Or he doesn't want to use them.
No, he don't want to use them.
I had it done before you did it.
That's your.
Have you guys ever played AI?
That's excellent. I'm putting that on the whiteboard. That one's got to be on the whiteboard because
Is AI a game?
Well, we're gonna
Have
ask
you ever
Babs.
played a game
Babs
called AI? Is just, I don't even know.
Wasn't ready. That's how Mike. That's how cold-blooded Mike is. You ain't really ready.
When he said "Go Ducks," so he had the bag of chips going into his mouth and almost choked on him.
I didn't expect that one, man. I'm telling you, Mike is on point.
He even say like, "What's up?" Mike from Old Hickory, what's up? Go Ducks.
Mike is in his own world, man, and I'm in there with him.
All right, Slay. Have fun in Charlotte. Safe travels. I'm crying. I got tears in my eyes right now.
I appreciate y'all, man. I love you, brother.
Love you. All right, we're going to talk NFL and the Titans from now until 6 o'clock. Stoney Keeley, the great Stoney Keeley, in studio. If you want in, 615-737-1045. 3HL 104.5 The Zone. Brent Doherty, Stoney Keeley with you until 6 o'clock on 104.5 The Zone. I was just told that Dylan Raiola's camp, Zeph, you're going to love this, wants $5 million.
Okay, buddy. All right, buddy.
Might be that might be why he's still out there.
Hey, if you don't ask for it, you won't get it. So
you're
you know
worth what somebody will pay you.
Like, legit, do you know what that sounds like? That sounds like Nico last year.
Ooh.
Like, hey, man, I want more. What were they paying him? $4 million? Hey, I want more than $4 million. Okay, have fun. And then he settled for what, 1.2?
I can't believe he stayed there this year too.
No, I can't
thought
either.
for sure he would go.
Especially with the coaching change, I really thought
but he didn't play well, so I mean,
where was he going to go?
Yeah.
Make less money?
So Rich Eisen the other day was kind of going through some of the job openings, and he mentioned this with the Tennessee Titans. He said, the attractive parts of this, I wanted to run this by you. Number 1 overall pick last year, Cam Ward, goes into year 2. They have the number 4 overall pick this year. So theoretically, if 2 quarterbacks go in front of them, they get the second best player. Some people think Jeremiah Love is going to go 3rd. So then you're getting literally the best player that's not a quarterback running back, if that goes down that path. The youngest roster in the league, 25.4 years of age, $113 million in cap space, number 1 in the league, most in the league. And last year's draft pick showed promise.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
How attractive is his job, do you think?
And I think it's pretty attractive.
Because there are 8 open, which is 25% of the head coaching positions.
Yeah. You also factor in Mike Borgonzi and the support, the groundswell of support that he's received from the players. We didn't even talk about Nashville as a city.
I talked to people in the league that love that dude.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, he's got a good reputation, and it sounds like the clarification of his role recently helps the Titans with coaching candidates. It kind of eliminates a little bit of confusion as to, like, who does what, the old final say conversation and all that. Now people know Mike Borgonzi's the guy, and that's a draw to coaching candidates. So at this point, you got to kind of feel like you got the cap space, you got the core, the nucleus of young players that you can build around. Most importantly, you've got the quarterback, and you've got a guy that theoretically you hope can build a roster. There's reason to believe he can build a roster. So why wouldn't this be attractive?
615-737-1045. Mark in East Tennessee. Mark, welcome into 3HL. What's up, man?
What's up, Mayor? How you doing, Stoney?
Doing well, Mark. Thank you.
Great, brother.
Hey, Mayor, this is the Mark that fell asleep a few weeks ago and got put to sleep by Mike from Old Hickory.
I got you, man.
Hey, I hope you're doing good for the holidays. Hey, I got a quick question. I know how Borgonzi's basically the big man in charge now, and with the whole draft, he had plenty of time to get everybody ready and make good picks and had a great rookie class. Is it going to be the same way with our head coach, I think? Because if not, what's to say some of these guys are not going to jump the gun ahead of us and take better coaches, and we're left with breadcrumbs and basically have another Brian Callahan? That's all I got, buddy.
Thank you, Mark. Appreciate you.
Yeah, that's a good question, because it doesn't sound like the Titans are going to be in any hurry to get this coach hired. And I was talking to Zach a little bit about it last night. We were doing football and other F words, and I was like, we're going to the Senior Bowl at the end of the month. Are they going to have a head coach by then? Don't think so. And part of that is the due diligence. Like, you want to go through these guys. You really want to spend time, cast a wide net, all that stuff. But part of that means, like, you're going to have to spend time doing it. And that's where I kind of feel like, is there a serious candidate that goes deep into the playoffs? If the Rams go to the Super Bowl, what does that mean for their prospects of landing Chris Shula, if that's their guy? Mm-hmm. So I would be surprised if this is going to be one of the earlier hirings. Now, I think the flip side of that, to Mark's call, his concern, I should say, this feels like there's a pretty good, deep group of candidates here. You never want to end up in a spot where you have your consolation prize, but I feel like if you do get to that point with this group, you're probably still getting a coach that can stabilize things right now. So
right. So you're saying you shouldn't be concerned about beating other people to such and such guy.
Yeah. That's how I feel right now.
Yeah. So the job openings, for those that don't know, Titans, Ravens, Falcons, Giants, Browns, Raiders, Cardinals, Dolphins. And it looks like the Dolphins want to go quickly, is what I read today.
I'm just fascinated by that decision because
the GM.
Well, is it legit that they thought they had a shot at Harbaugh, and that's why
they did it?
Yeah.
I think a better explanation for that is when they interviewed John Eric Smith, he kind of alluded to, I've got a guy I'm going to bring in here, and they liked the guy that he thought of.
So let me ask you this. That makes complete sense. And he's been with the Packers his entire career. Can he steal Matt LaFleur from Green Bay and bring him to Miami? If so, he's got to wait. But is that the guy?
I've seen some people alluding to that. And
you could hire him without him interviewing anywhere else.
And then you know what I think that opens up? I think that opens up Harbaugh for a chance to go to Green Bay. Mm-hmm. Because I think if there is a team out there where he's like, okay, maybe I don't necessarily need you to hire a GM, I think Green Bay, that's got all the pieces, would be that team.
Stoney, do you think we should write John Harbaugh off if the story is true that he wants $20 million, $10 million for the assistants? That part doesn't throw me away, but he wants GM, he wants control of the 53. Those two things, that's not going to work here. That's true.
I had kind of written Harbaugh off before I had even learned that, just because I don't know if at his stage in his career he's going to want to go somewhere that is still on the front end of a rebuild.
So the Green Bay thing might be interesting, and we all love sports for the drama parts of it too. But if LaFleur does go to Miami, opens Green Bay, Harbaugh goes to Green Bay, that's a pretty good fit there.
Yeah.
Good fit in Miami.
Yeah, I mean, he could go to Atlanta and win. Yeah. I mean, they've got a pretty good roster down there too. And they were technically in a three-way tie atop the NFC South at the end of the season, so not that far away from competing there. I feel like he has better options for going somewhere that is not as far away as the Titans are right now.
And Atlanta doesn't have to fire a GM to bring him in. They can bring him in, and then he can pick his GM.
The problems with Atlanta.
So weird. I hate having a coach pick a general manager. It's
weird.
It's very odd.
It is weird. You don't want to hire the guy that could then end up firing
the guy.
Anyway, never hire a guy you can't fire. Atlanta, the problem's there. No first round picks this year. $5 million in cap space.
Yeah, it's there's some work to do.
By the way, are you buying into the Kansas City is in real trouble right now?
I haven't heard that.
They have a lot of players on their roster that are up for free agency.
Yeah.
So it's going to be hard to bring a healthy percentage of those back. They are in negative territory in the cap. And Mahomes coming off that injury.
So I'll say this about Kansas City. I think people are kind of sleeping on how poorly they've drafted in the last few years. They have not been able to replace talent at the wide receiver position. There's a rotating door.
They tried to do it in free agency.
Rotating door on the offensive line. They don't really seem committed to getting a franchise running back and running the ball and that sort of thing. And your stars are starting to get older. I mean, Travis Kelce
probably retiring.
Not look like himself this season. Patrick Mahomes injured. Chris Jones isn't getting any younger. You've got
his production's coming way down.
Trent McDuffie may be like the piece on that team that you're really excited about for the long term. Like Xavier Worthy, nice speed addition, but they can't figure out how to get him to play wide receiver. Rashee Rice is suspended. Like there's some problems in Kansas City that I don't want to call it cracks in the armor, but I'm not going to be surprised if they don't start getting back on track through the draft and building guys, the draft, develop, retain model. I think they could be in trouble, especially given how L.A. and Denver have progressed in that division.
The man, Stoney Keeley in studio. Brent Doherty with you, 615-737-1045. Dylan and Hermitage.
We have a thing right here.
Dylan. I didn't want him to say something crazy.
No, that's fair. And Dylan, he's like hung up and called back 3 times now.
So. Let's try again. You ready?
Dylan got stuff going on.
Y'all ready? All right, everybody be quiet. Dylan.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, what's up, man? We went to you a second ago and you were talking about something. I was scared you were going to say something weird.
No. All that I want to say is, number one, it's awesome to see Slay. When I can see ESPN and they show that short little SEC network, that's awesome.
Yeah.
see somebody from Nashville. And then number 2, I wanted to talk about the whole fool's gold that are the Patriots.
I'm with you on that.
Which that
I'm with you on that.
They are not.
Yeah.
They are not fool's gold.
What 11 wins against non-playoff teams? Is that where we are with them? 11 of their 13?
It's 11 wins. It doesn't matter. It's 11 wins.
No, that's true.
It's not 11 losses. It's 11 wins.
No, but what I'm trying to do is evaluate what's going to happen in the playoffs.
They're 12-1 against non-playoff teams, 2-2 against playoff teams.
Okay. Yeah. So do you think the Patriots beat the Chargers this weekend, Dylan?
Smoke show. I think smoke show. I think that Trajan Henderson is going to have 120 yards. I think Drake May is going to show off. It's going to be welcome to New England again. Thanks.
Okay.
Vrabel.
Thank you, Dylan. Appreciate it, man. What do you think about the Patriots? I mean, great season. I'm not saying anything about that. I'm trying to figure out what's going to happen with the Charger game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I sit on the other side of this because I have questions. I'm not going to say they're fool's gold or anything like that because obviously
they win games.
They win games. Yeah, you don't get to this level without some measure of competence. You know, like I think the way that they play football is a reflection of their head coach. And I think Josh McDaniels has done a fantastic job with the development of Drake May. Drake May is probably the front runner for MVP. Like, you've got the pieces there, but I still want to see them do it against better competition. And that's where I'm not going to be surprised if LA, the way that they're playing football right now, I'm not going to be surprised if they go across the country and put up a fight.
Yeah, they've lost 2 in a row, but they won 4 in a row, and the last game really didn't matter. But New England has won 13 of its last 14. Quarterback Drake May, to your point, completing 72% of his passes, 4,394 yards, 31 touchdown passes.
Mm-hmm.
Patriots a 3.5-point favorite against the Chargers. Chargers' problem is the offensive line. They've given we've all talked about how many sacks that the Titans have given up, which is 55, which is tied for the most in the league. Justin Herbert's been sacked 54 times.
Yeah, I mean, they're banged up. They've had some injuries there, and yet they're still finding ways to be competitive. And Herbert has had one of the more unheralded quarterback seasons that I've watched in a long time. Like, he's out there giving it his all. And they've got some weapons. Like, I just, the way they're playing defense with Jesse Minter at the helm, like, they've got some pieces. I think this is going to be a big test for New England. I'm curious what happens in New England if you take away Drake May's deep shot, if he's not able to hit as many of those big explosive throws, because they want to run the ball, but they haven't necessarily been efficient at it. And this is going to be a good defense. It's going to be a different test. Like, there's a scenario where the matchups do heavily favor Los Angeles in this one.
Does the lack of offensive line for Los Angeles teeter you away from them at all?
Yeah, that's why I brought that up. That's the thing. That's the thing.
And I mean, it's a big thing.
No, because that's what puts you behind the sticks.
Gotta run the ball.
And all those things.
And especially with Harbaugh, Harbaugh is ground and pound, and can't do that when you don't have any guys up front.
Hard to.
Well, and the Patriots are not going to be behind the sticks. Like, they're going to dictate pace, tempo, all those things. 7 o'clock on Sunday, that game, low temperature 25 in Foxborough. No precip, though. So it's going to be cold, but not snow. I was hoping for a snow game. I mean, you've got Philly, you've got New England, you've got Pittsburgh, no snow games.
Man,
no precip anywhere.
I don't know. That snow game between the Rams and Eagles last year kind of ruined me on snow games. Because I'm like, oh, this is a totally different ball game. If the
that's definitely true. It's just aesthetically pleasing for me. There is a chance of snow in Chicago, though. So there's that. Packers Bears in the snow. That might be
is that the best game of the first round?
I think it's the most interesting. Maybe Bills Jaguars.
Ooh, yeah.
Because I think the Jags are gonna beat them as a home underdog. But we'll go through all those games when we come back. I'm also going to run by all of the candidates by you to the man who put out 100 candidates at one point. We'll continue next. 3HL Brent Doherty, Stoney Keeley with you. 615-737-1045. Espaces.com. That's the website where you will find a great avenue for you to get work done. Maybe you've been stressing about that and popping around from coffee house to coffee house, whatever you're doing. Espaces.com has you covered. Just check them out online, and you'll learn exactly what they do. They also have 15 locations in Middle Tennessee, the 2 newest, Cool Springs at Corporate Center, Brentwood at City Park. 15 locations, espaces.com. eSpaces is redefining co-working with exceptional offices for every business. Designed for entrepreneurs, teams, and established professionals, featuring private offices, team suites, meeting rooms that are fully equipped, 24/7 access, flexible terms, beautiful professional spaces that are move-in ready. Whether you're scaling up or just getting started, eSpaces provides flexibility without compromise. Want to check them out? You certainly can easily. eSpaces.com. Tours available now. Reserve your space early. Visit eSpaces.com. That's eSpaces.com.
Oh, look, it's that time again. Hey, you on my mind again. World class international. Tell them meet me in Nashville. And it's not up for discussion, just a lot of walking buckets. One player get that medal. 4 weeks, it's all or nothing. We made the rules that we play right now. Give me the ball in my hand right now. Tell them to keep it a band right now. I think we hot in demand right now. Yeah, rise to the challenge, never ran from them. The roster filled with champions. The music cities tell them this is our court, our game. Our court, our game. Our court, our game. Our court, our game.
HL 104.5 The Zone. Brent Doherty with you. Stoney Keeley, football and other F words. If you haven't listened to the podcast, that's a great project you and Zach Lyons came up with.
We have fun with it.
Thursdays,
sometime around 6 p.m., whenever we get to going.
Sometimes when I leave 3HL and I'm getting ready to leave, I walk by, and sometimes y'all are doing the show, and sometimes you haven't started the show.
You got to get
6-ish.
Got to get good and lubed up before it. So,
Is that what the other F word is?
Easy.
Frosty
Easy
drinks.
Now. Yeah. Frosty beverages.
Football
maybe.
and other F words. Yeah, and you guys let it fly on that deal. And where can people consume that product?
That's on 104.5 The Zone. Oh, gosh, I don't know all the... YouTube, the Facebook, Twitter, Twitch.
Who produces you guys? Ross?
Ross.
Yeah, where's Ross?
Mojo Rojo.
Where's Ross? He could give us all these details.
It's probably at home playing Fortnite.
Fortnite? That's still a thing?
Mm-hmm.
Man, I didn't know that.
You know how much money that thing makes? Kidding me? All these, 9-year-old kids, buying...
I know that part of it.
Buying V-Bucks.
That's still a thing, though?
Yeah.
You say it like you do it. You do it?
I have it downloaded. I have not played it in months.
Mm-hmm.
Not a video game guy. Is that even considered a video game?
Yes, that's a video game.
Is it a computer game? Is there
no?
a
It's
difference?
a video game.
I don't know.
No, it's a video game.
See,
it's on PlayStation.
All video games are
Xbox.
PC. PC is video games too.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I haven't played one since Metal Gear Solid, so
I've always been more of a sports guy. This is going to shock a lot of y'all. I've always been the sports video game guy.
Surprising. Would never have guessed.
Yeah.
Oh man, I did play the first time I played Fortnite with my kids. I finished third, and they couldn't believe it. They were like,
"That's actually pretty." It's pretty good.
It might have been second. I can't remember. But I was like, should I just hide out over here and let everybody kill each other? And they're like, no, you can't do that. And I'm like, okay, well, I ran around the countryside. My problem was I can't build things to, get the high ground very quickly. That's a problem.
I'm terrible at building too.
Yeah.
It's
you gotta build stuff.
Yeah, you got to build stuff.
Yeah,
you need the high ground.
Well, they have a no-build option now, a no-build game.
What, did you just run around in a field then?
Pretty much.
Okay.
With mountains and cities.
I don't know.
Isn't that what they did in the 60s?
Yeah. Well, before that, probably
Strawberry
too.
Fields forever.
Real quick, little bit former VFL, Vol for life. T. Martin is actually going to interview for a couple offensive coordinator jobs this week, according to Jordan Schultz. The Lions and the Commanders.
Great dude.
So good for T. Martin. National championship winning quarterback.
Where was he recently?
He's been with the Ravens. He's the quarterbacks coach for Lamar Jackson for the last 3 seasons.
There you go. With Todd Monken. So NFL playoffs start this weekend. So Saturday, the first game's Rams at Panthers, as I mentioned. Rams favored by 10.5 on the road. The Panthers are the biggest home underdog in the history of the playoffs, which is odd because the Panthers beat the Rams 31-28 in Charlotte.
Yeah, just like where the game is happening this weekend. Like it just happened not too long ago.
This is the old reverse line theory. Like you're like, man, that line's way too big, and the Panthers just beat them. So you got to go Panthers. So then that leads me down Slay's path, minus 10.5.
That's what I'm saying. They're knowing everybody's going to look at this and be like, oh, that's way too big. We're going to bet Panthers, and then the Rams are going to come out and win by 21 or something like that.
How crazy of a season has Matthew Stafford had?
Dude, it's wild because, I mean, you can make a pretty strong case that he should be in the conversation for MVP.
Yeah, him and Drake May.
And it feels like nobody's really talking about him. And it's just like that division.
He plays in Los Angeles. Like
with the Rams, the Seahawks, the 49ers, any one of those teams could go on a run here. Well, the 49ers are a little banged up right now, but like it's crazy to watch those 3 teams just trading blows in that division. I feel like it means somebody gets lost in the shuffle.
Saturday, 7 o'clock on Prime. Packers favored at the Bears. Packers by 1.5. Bears won 22-16 in overtime in Chicago 3 weeks ago. These two teams, Sony, have met 212 times in the history of football. Okay,
Dang.
This is only the 3rd time they've met in the playoffs.
Really? That's surprising.
It's really surprising. They split. Now, Chicago won in 1941, and Green Bay won in 2010. Those are the only 2 times they've played in the playoffs.
That 2010 was the Jay Cutler NFC Championship, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, that might be right, yeah.
And Rodgers and company beat them to get to the Super Bowl. But that was I don't know, man, that rivalry and everything, like that's what it's all about. And I've come around on my statement. I'm wanting
What was your
snow.
statement? Oh,
Anti-snow. I'm not anti
snow in that game, maybe.
Yeah. But I don't want to watch the Rams trying to throw the ball all over the place in the snow.
Let's see. I'm pulling.
Yeah, but the Packers and the Bears are teams that play in snow.
Yeah,
not the Los Angeles Rams.
You can see Packers Bears in snow and be like, okay, that's an equalizer.
I don't need to see.
Sense.
I don't need to see like Panthers, Rams, and snow. Like, no, I'm good. You're in Carolina. Like, go be warm and throw the ball over the place.
Air it out.
So Saturday, snow during the morning will give way to some clearing during the afternoon. High temperature 36. Winds out of the west-southwest 10 to 20 miles per hour. Chance of snow 90%.
90%.
But if you get that lake effect cranking, I mean, you could say an inch of snow right now and end up with 7.
You never know.
Or 6.
You never know.
Or 7. Is that still a thing? Are people still doing that?
I think it's slowly dying. I think adults have killed it.
I refuse to learn what that is. If y'all are going to talk about it, I'm going to take my headphones off.
It means nothing.
That's what
See, basketball sent it to another level because basketball games, when they somebody hits a free throw to get to 67, everybody
and
goes crazy.
Specifically in women's basketball. Have you noticed the college women's basketball is where it really goes viral at?
I can't believe you didn't work in the fact that the Lady Vols are now 3-0 in the SEC. I can't believe you didn't work that in.
Hey, man, they're just on a roll.
Yeah, Vandy's women undefeated also. Stoney, quick fact. It was like 3 years ago when I found out the Bears did not wear black as their color, that it was navy blue.
Really?
Yeah. I always thought they wore black.
Feel like that's been around for a while.
See, I'm not a very smart man, and I certainly am not observant of detail. But no, I really, for all of my life, I thought they wore black. And every time I say this on the radio, people will send messages going, they don't wear black? I'm dead serious.
Oh, man.
I thought I thought way back when, their jerseys were black, but no.
I feel like black would go hard in that color scheme.
Like the black and orange?
Yeah, maybe some Halloween, some festive. I don't know. Maybe we gotta workshop that one.
Especially with like the Bears, with like what they're known for, that like defense.
Bears are generally scary. I get it. I get Halloween. We're tying it all together.
Yeah.
I see where you're going.
The defense is scary. Bears are scary. Halloween's scary.
Mr. Keefe says it looks black to me.
Yeah. Maybe I'm colorblind.
I am. So navy blue and black, like if I'm putting on socks and I'm like wearing navy blue,
yeah,
I have to put like black and blue together to see which one it is. Like I can't just look at it and be like, oh, that's black or that's navy blue.
This feels like one of those like glitches in the Matrix where like it's been black the whole time and I'm the one that's just not realized.
Oh yeah, maybe it is black and I'm just wrong to now think it was navy blue. I was always right and y'all were wrong.
You're saying everybody else is colorblind and you're not.
Greg, here we go. Brent, I've thought it was black for 60 years. LOL.
Hey, there you go.
I told you.
And I don't know.
Vandy Man AD2, I was one of them too, Mayor.
Well, I don't know.
J-Dub says the Canadian flag should have some black in it.
I don't even know what the Canadian flag looks like.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, buddy.
Boy, your people are going to come after you. All right, more 3HL. If you want to talk Titans football, the NFL, coaching.
Oh, it's got a maple leaf on it. That's right.
Yes, it does.
I do know what it looks like.
Dude, I went to a Preds game, shot a picture when they did the anthem, the Canadian anthem, and sent it to you. It's like they're singing your song.
I'm going to the Preds game tomorrow night.
Blackhawks.
Yeah.
See?
Chicago.
There you go. Blackhawks. If you want to talk about the college football semifinal, we can do that. Anything you want, portal, we are here for it. Football and all of the things, not the F words, but every other thing. 615-737-1045.
Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville. That's who you need to call if you need replacement windows and doors. They're the absolute best, and sometimes it's time to upgrade those things in your home. Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville can help you do it, and I use them. I love the experience, and so do a ton of other people. Just go check them out on their online reviews, Google reviews, Facebook reviews, all of that. They're 4.9 on everything. You might be surprised to learn how affordable replacement windows are from Pella, too. Affordable, the best quality out there, and the best company and the best people to make sure that everything is done right. So they let me do a Dawn deal every single month. I pick something new every month and then pass the deal along to our 3HL 1045 The Zone listeners. All you have to do is ask them for the Dawn deal when you call them. Right now for January, it's payments as low as $99 a month and 50% off Pella certified labor. Schedule your free consultation. Check out that Dawn deal. You can do it easily online. PellaNashville.com.
Good afternoon. It's 5:01. I'm Joseph Bonanno, live from the 104.5 The Zone Circus Sports at the Mid-Kentucky Downs Studios. Titans added a couple more names to their interview requests for their open head coach position, including Rams defensive coordinator Chris Shula, Chargers defensive coordinator Jesse Minter, and former Miami Dolphins head coach Mike McDaniel. That brings the total number of candidates up to 16. In Tennessee football news, with former Arizona State quarterback Sam Leavitt taking a visit with Miami this weekend, the Vols are bringing in former Missouri starting quarterback Bo Pribula on a visit this weekend as well. So something to keep an eye on for Vols fans. Tonight, the college football semifinals wrap up with Oregon and Indiana in the Peach Bowl. They have a chance to face Miami in the national championship game. Kickoff is set for 6:30 on ESPN. Then this weekend in college hoops, Tennessee travels to Gainesville to take on the defending champs. Tip-off scheduled for 11 a.m. Central Time. You can catch the Vol Network call the game right here on The Zone. And undefeated Vanderbilt will host LSU with tip-off scheduled for noon Central Time at Memorial Gym. Also, NFL playoffs starting this weekend, so make sure you guys check that out. For air conditioner repair, waterproofing needs, you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home with the Titans and Balls. This is 104.5 The Zone.
Trajan 104.5, the Zone 5 o'clock hour is here. Friday edition. Brent Doherty with you on a beautiful evening in the Music City. Going to be a fun weekend of football. You got the college football semifinal tonight. Number 5 seed Oregon against number 1 seed Indiana. Indiana, a 3.5-point favorite, 6:30 p.m. on ESPN. The Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl. Don Davenport is there. Buck Rising is also there. Slay Dog headed to Charlotte. Stoney Keeley is in the studio.
Here we go. Let's do it. He's on it.
What up, Stoney?
I'm gonna see if I can start getting that to play when I wake up in the morning. Just instead of my alarm, just play
I'll
that
send
song.
you the file.
Thank you, Joseph.
Sure, anyone else in your house would love that.
Oh yeah.
Indiana won at Oregon 30-20 in October. Mendoza was 20 of 31, 215 yards, a touchdown and interception. IU ran the ball 37 times for 111 yards and 2 touchdowns. The Hoosier D sacked Oregon quarterback Dante Moore 6 times. They also had 8 tackles for a loss and 2 interceptions. That was really the story, the Indiana defense in that game. Oregon quarterback Dante Moore was 21 of 34, 186 yards, a touchdown, 2 interceptions. The Hoosiers held the Ducks to 81 yards rushing on 30 carries. Oregon only got to Mendoza 1 time. Oregon shut out Texas Tech last week 23-0. The Ducks held the Red Raiders to 215 total yards. Indiana handed Alabama its worst loss since 1998, winning 38-3 over the Tide. The Hoosiers held Bama to 193 total yards. I like Indiana in this game. Which way are you going?
First of all, that first game between these two teams was classic Big Ten football. I've already watched that game like 3 times for all the NFL talent that was on the field. Tonight's game, this feels like it is going to be a downright slobber knocker.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just going to be.
I think it's going to be great, yeah.
The two biggest dudes on the block just getting together and trading haymakers. And I don't think I can go against the moxie that this Indiana program has going for it right now. I want to pick Oregon just by virtue of it's really difficult to beat the same opponent twice in a given season. Mm-hmm. But I just vibes alone, it feels like Indiana is higher right now. I will say I do like that James Madison game kind of gave Dan Lanning a bit of a chip on his shoulder, and they came out and shut out Texas Tech completely, saying they didn't like how James Madison was moving the ball at the end of that first round game. So to think, okay, maybe there is a little bit of an added edge. Maybe there is a little bit of the chip on the shoulder for the Oregon Ducks. I think these are two teams that match up pretty well. I think they're built pretty similar. good offensive line. You're talking about the top 2 quarterbacks in the upcoming NFL draft, assuming Dante Moore and Fernando Mendoza declare. And then you're talking about 2 good defenses too. So I'm not going to be surprised if this ends up being one of those like 14-10 kind of games.
I love the quarterback element to that because you're right. I think those are the top 2 quarterbacks, maybe the top 2 picks.
Yes.
So I think that makes it a worthwhile game. I'm buying all the way in on Indiana. I think they run Oregon. I think they win by a touchdown or more, maybe double digits. I just love what Indiana's doing now, and I think Oregon, a whole lot of Oregon, I think, is Dan Lanning coming up with all of these motivational things every week. And I think you have to do that when you feel like you need to do that. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I think there are some holes there for Oregon. What do you think?
Well, Oregon's leading rusher, Noah Whittington, just actually saw Pete Thamel put out. He's taking part in warm-ups, but he's not going to start. So Oregon
Aren't they starting a safety?
They put a safety and a linebacker on their defense, and they converted them to running back this week and have been putting them on offense because they don't have depth at running back. So I'm not sure they're going to be able to run the ball. You said they had 81 yards in that first matchup against Indiana.
Yep.
I don't even know if they're going to get to that tonight.
30 carries, 81 yards. Yeah. Did you say something in my ear? Did you whisper a sweet nothing into my ear?
I maybe have.
What did you say? Let the fine people know what you said.
So I'm just back here, while y'all are chit-chatting over here on the radio, scrolling on Twitter, and I come across Lane Kiffin's feed. And do you know what he posted today? Actually, just a little while ago.
Hit us.
A picture of the Knoxville airport and the sign that says, "Welcome to Knoxville."
McGee Tyson. So, the master troller is doing master troll things.
He knows what he's doing.
Oh, yeah.
Knows what he's doing.
Why is he in Knoxville? Who's he talking to?
Tennessee's got a couple guys in the portal, so.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe he's just going to Gatlinburg. The Smokies are beautiful this time of year.
Maybe. Maybe he's got some family.
Yeah. Who knows?
That he left behind here all those years ago.
I wonder what the temperature is at Newfound Gap in the Smoky Mountains.
Hey, that's a good spot to watch a sunset. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah. For those that haven't been, there's a lot of people up there, number one. Huge parking lot, but it's basically right on the Tennessee-North Carolina border. Mm-hmm. So when you park in the big view off of the parking lot is on the North Carolina side, and yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah. I'll say you get less people in the park than you do downtown Gatlinburg, where you got to go out. You got to do some walking when you're out in the park. And
Man,
I don't think people
there's all kinds of weird things going on in downtown Gatlinburg. Now I see like bears rolling around and people trying to pet them and stuff. I'm like, no, don't do that. Stay away from those things.
The last time I went to Gatlinburg, the Titans bye week, I came, no joke, face to face with a bear. Turned a corner, and it was from me to you.
Oh, Lord.
Face
Were you
to
on a
face.
trail?
No, I was coming out of the brewery, so I was like, I know I didn't have that many. Wait,
are you real?
What's crazy is, this is going to sound so weird. There's like a little leatherworking shop next to the brewery. Mm-hmm. You have to pass to get back to the parking lot. So I used to make handmade leather journals for a living. And so I stopped by to look.
That's interesting.
I stopped
How'd you
by.
get into that?
It was a job that paid me. I was fresh out of college.
Great answer.
I went like a year. Couldn't find anything in psychology, which I actually have a degree in.
Oh, I love
so
psychology classes.
I took a job running an online journal shop and learned how to make handmade leather journals. So we're walking by, and I'm just reminiscing.
You really
about
are a man for all seasons. We got Sir Thomas More sitting in here.
I walk by this leather shop, and I tell my wife, like, I want to peek in the window here and just see the fine craftsmanship and just reminisce about the good old days. So I paused, and I'm looking in this window. Had I not done that, I probably would have run into the bear. So I turn the corner, and it's just like maybe like 8 feet away from me.
Well, so they're not meat eaters, but if you scare them, or if like I saw a guy when I was a kid. I was scarred by this, but actually taught me something. This guy at one of the pull-offs, rolling around the mountains, was feeding a bear.
Ooh,
You know what happened? He ran out of food. You know what happened when he ran out of food? The bear attacked him.
He became the food.
Bit him on the arm. And what's sad about that is they have to put the bear down.
I know. I hate it. So
what happened in your story?
So I've had a couple beers. I'm not gone, but I'm like, it's one of those weird situations where your brain's not really processing what's happening because you just see this big blur in front of you and you're like, oh, that's a bear. And it doesn't really dawn on you. So then I just turned and calmly said to my wife, like, hey, don't panic, but we're going to have to go back into the brewery for a little bit. And so I turned and started walking. I didn't take off running. I just turned and walked, and she walked with me.
Don't run.
And I was like, we just got to make sure we get the slowest person around in between us and that bear. So that's what we did.
So you're searching out people.
That's what. Hey, listen.
To put them in harm's way.
We found there was a family waiting
You're like
on
George
a table.
Costanza in the Seinfeld episode when they had the fire, and he's like pushing old ladies and kids out of the way to get out.
So there was a family waiting on a table to go inside.
That's amazing.
And I looked at the gentleman, and he was about twice as heavy as I was, and I was like, I think I can outrun him. So we sat there and we turned, and I let everybody know. I was like, hey, there's a bear. And by this point, we'd gotten back to the brewery, so we're like 30 feet away from it at this point. I'm like, just y'all need to be aware of what's happening right now. And then somebody from the restaurant came out banging a pot and pan together, and it took off running.
Yeah, they know what to do.
Yeah. So, but I was like,
that's a hell of a story, man.
And I've got video of it. There's a cat involved at some point. There's it cornered a cat, and the cat like bowed up on him. Like hissed and like
you don't mess with a cat, man.
And the bear backed down.
Yeah,
I was like, "This is."
That doesn't surprise me.
I am surprisingly sober for this.
615-737-1045. Story time on a Friday. Sunday noon game is the Bills-Jaguars game. Are you with me that the Jaguars could get this done? Bills favored by 1.5. They're 5-1 in their last 6. They're 5-3 on the road. Jags have won 8 games in a row.
They're hot right now.
They're 7-2 at home. The temperature is 66 is the high, mostly cloudy, no rain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love the job that Liam Cohen's done there. I love the job that
that got so weird, man.
Yeah, I know.
Do you still have that?
He's like in a library. He's like trying to be quiet but still do the chant. I don't get it.
That's amazing.
I like what Anthony Campanelli's done with that defense down there. I think he's going to get head coaching interviews this cycle, but I think couple of years on down the line, that guy's going to be in this next mold of we're seeing a lot of these defensive gurus kind of rise up through the ranks. And I think that's a byproduct of all the offensive coaches that are getting hired right now, but that's a rabbit hole we don't have to go down.
The thing that has shocked me about the Jags is I thought that we had seen the ceiling for Trevor Lawrence, and he has burst through that.
Yeah, and
he's playing exceptional football.
He's been good. Jacoby Myers they picked up in the middle of the season, and now they've locked him down long term. Like they have all of the ingredients. They can pass the ball, they can run the ball, they're balanced, they play good defense, good special teams. Like, it's the total package. And I would not be surprised if they do go on a run here. But the thing that's most intriguing about the depth in the AFC right now, and I think it makes it more unpredictable than it's been in recent years because of the dominance of the Kansas City Chiefs, it's wide open. It feels like Buffalo could also come out and win this game too. And so
for sure.
I'm fascinated to watch the matchup, but I will be surprised if Jacksonville doesn't go on a run here.
Todd Furman told us the other day, our sports betting expert in Vegas, he said, I've got an incredible stat for you. I said, good. I love incredible stats. Like the most incredible stat for me right now is that the Jets had no interceptions this year.
That's wild.
First team since they started keeping the interception stat in 1933.
Yeah.
This stat is pretty mind-blowing, too. This is the first playoff game that Buffalo has played in its last 13 outside of Buffalo or Kansas City.
Hold on. Run that by me again.
They have played their last 12 playoff games in either Buffalo or Kansas City.
Wow.
Think about that.
Wow.
So now they're going to Jacksonville, and I don't know. I mean, it's basically a pick 'em game, so I'm just going to go home team and the team that's won 8 in a row.
Yeah.
Buffalo knows what to do in these playoff situations, and Jacksonville hasn't been very good, but that's just kind of where I'm leaning, and I can't stand them.
This is just reckless speculation. I don't want anybody.
I love reckless speculation.
I don't want anybody to think that this has been reported.
We need a
anywhere.
sounder for reckless speculation.
Well, there's one that Buck and them use.
Playing with the manual breaking news sounder.
Yeah.
I love that.
It's literally titled Regular Speculation on Buck's
Oh, it is?
hot board in here. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
How about that?
Okay.
How about that?
We stumbled onto something.
I don't want anybody to think that this has been reported anywhere because it hasn't been.
Good.
This is just like being chronically online, the bowels of the internet at all times, like seeing Bills fans that are frustrated with Sean McDermott. I do wonder if there's a scenario where if Jacksonville comes out and just rocks Buffalo, does Buffalo consider moving on from their head coach? Because there's some tension there.
Yeah, there is.
And if that's a domino that falls, what does that do for everything else?
If they lose to Jacksonville in the first round.
Yeah.
Would you bring McDermott here?
I think, I probably, yeah. Absolutely.
I would.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Hell yeah. We'll go through the candidates here in a second. But yeah, if that was a guy, if that was a possibility.
I think there's a little bit of hidden rooting interest in this game for Titans fans.
Okay. So you're telling Titans fans to root for the Jags.
No, this is what Stoney's saying. Sacrifice a Jags playoff win for the head coach of the future.
Again, total speculation. Nothing reported.
Yeah.
I don't want a breaking news clip.
No, I mean, look, we're doing talk radio. I mean, a lot of it is, hey, what do you think about this? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right, 49ers and Eagles. You buying into Philly? They're 5.5-point favorite. 49ers have won 6 out of their last 7. Christian McCaffrey, man. Leads the team in rushing and receiving. Obviously, he has 2,126 total yards with 17 total touchdowns. Juwan Jennings has 9 receiving touchdowns. Philly is 3-4 in their last 7. Eagles quarterback Jalen Hurts has 33 total touchdowns.
Yeah.
High temperature 45, low temperature 30, partly cloudy skies.
I think there's always a chance, given their experience, the pedigree, and the talent, that Philadelphia could turn it on and go on a run all the way to the Super Bowl here. But it's so hard to bet against the 49ers right now. And it's just, even with the injuries, well, they've been banged up all season. They've been dealing with injuries from the jump here. And Kyle Shanahan and company have just coached around it. And they've coached en route to a playoff berth. So I think big picture, I think the 49ers are still just the better team. I think they're the better coach team.
Weather not a factor.
I don't think weather's going to be a factor.
Traveling across country?
Yeah. Well, I was about to say, it didn't impact him against the Titans, but it was, different team.
Yeah.
But different situation.
Different challenge.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think I'm still leaning 49ers here.
I don't have an opinion on that one. I don't really know what to think about that one, honestly. Texans at Steelers. We already did Chargers Patriots. Texans at Steelers Monday night. I'm glad we have a Monday night game. 7:15 ESPN. Houston, dome team, going to Pittsburgh. The weather, high temperature 37, low temperature 31. No precip, though. So it's going to be cold, but that Texans defense is legit. And it just seems like Pittsburgh is operating on some kind of weird, sell your soul to the devil thing.
And, they get a big piece back on their offense. DK Metcalf, who missed the last 2 games because he decided he wanted to punch a fan in the face.
I keep forgetting about DK Metcalf coming back. And I shouldn't have gone deal with the devil because they literally had a priest with holy water. So
yeah. They're on the opposite side
the other way.
They're dealing with the other side of that.
Yeah. I don't know. I think Houston's defense is going to present such a challenge for Arthur Smith and Aaron Rodgers. Not the most dynamic quarterback at his age anymore.
But playing well.
And the thing that I love about the Houston defense is that they don't really disguise a whole lot. They just line up and beat you up. And so it's not
they don't have to blitz a lot.
Yeah, it's not like that advantage of, sometimes you hear with the veteran quarterbacks, especially Aaron Rodgers, he's seen every defense you can throw at him. You're not going to trick him. You're not going to disguise something against him. Well, that doesn't matter when you can line up however you want to and just beat guys up, because then you don't have to worry about the element of disguise at all. It's just your guys against their guys.
That's what I thought Miami should have done more of last night in that college football game.
Yeah.
And they just kept getting cute on offense. To your point, the flea flicker, that somebody should have been no in the headset. No. Run the ball.
So I think that's going to be the key matchup in this.
And that's kind of what they do, yeah.
Is if they can manage that pass rush, if Pittsburgh can manage the Houston pass rush, then I think they've got a good shot at winning this game.
Yeah.
And conversely, I think if Houston's able to kind of run the ball, control the clock, and then just do their thing with their defense, they've got a pretty good chance to win the game, too.
I think the biggest element here is, can Pittsburgh run the ball against Houston?
Yeah,
I think that's the biggest
point.
thing, because I think that they will, honestly. And I think that's the avenue to a Pittsburgh victory. But you're right. If you get in 3rd and long and Danielle Hunter and Will Anderson know where Aaron Rodgers is going to be, I mean, that's tough.
Not only that, but their secondary can cover for as long as you need them to.
That's right. Captain Tony wants to talk about the Steelers. Tony, what's up, man?
Nope, he dropped off.
Well,
TGIF.
That's pretty amazing.
Maybe he got what he came for.
Oh,
Steelers information.
There you go. Good job, Stoney.
There you go.
I'm going to run all the candidates by you. There are 16 of them currently. When we come back for the Titans head coaching position, 3HL is powered by Spring Hill Heating and Cooling. SpringHillAC.com.
Happy Friday, y'all. Maybe you are now about to get your finances in order and you're thinking, okay, I need to make sure I'm ready for retirement. I need to make sure everything is all set. Well, you need to make sure you reach out to Trajan Wealth to help you do all of it. What better gift for you and your family than peace of mind of a tailored investment portfolio? And that's what Trajan Wealth can help you and provide to you. Maybe you wonder, do I have enough to retire? What am I missing? I always thought that. I met with Trajan Wealth, and they can give you answers and a real plan. Not just advisors, they are fiduciaries, and they will treat you like family and earn your trust. Take the stress off your shoulders and call Trajan Wealth. To get your plans started today, you can go visit them at their offices in Brentwood or Franklin. Give them a call at 615-270-5000, or just go visit them online, TrajanWealth.com. Advisory services through Trajan Wealth, LLC, SEC registered investment advisor, client paid advertisement. Additional disclosures at TrajanWealth.com.
3HL 104.5 The Zone. Brent Doherty with you. Stoney Keeley is here. Babs is going to the Peach Bowl, the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl with Oregon and Indiana. She and her family all big Hoosier fans tonight. Her husband, Travis, went there and is loving this football moment. That's for sure. Slay Dog headed to Charlotte. He'll be all over the SEC network tomorrow with all 16 SEC teams in action. 3HL is presented by Spring Hill Heating and Cooling, springhillac.com. You can watch the show live, YouTube, Facebook Live, Twitter, and Twitch.
Twitch, please.
That's where you'll see me and Stoney Keeley. Football and other F words. Is it difficult for you to transition from the freedom with which you guys work?
Yeah, a
on
little
that
bit.
show.
I'm
to
like
terrestrial radio, as they call it.
hyper anxious OCD. So I'm constantly in the back of my head reminding myself this is not football and other F words. I cannot just say what I want to say. I write it down on a piece of paper. Zach was making fun of me on Titans Talkback because he came over and looked at my notes and it just says "don't cuss" at the top of the page. And he's like, "Don't forget to write your don't cuss note down." So I think it's you get into a rhythm, and ultimately we're all professionals here. So I can
debatable.
I can carry my water.
I always say 3HL is organized chaos.
Well, Zach framed it to me one day. He was like, "Well, when you get around children, you don't cuss, do you?" And I'm like, "Actually, kinda."
Well, what about that?
But it hit me. I'm like, okay, well, there are certain situations that I would not. So I just think of it that way, and it's super easy.
Some people were like when I got in the business, they were like, just act like your grandmother's sitting in the room. I'm like, I curse in front of her. What are you talking about? You don't curse in front of your grandmother? Anyway, yeah. So, I'm a freedom of speech guy. But, there are caveats, obviously, in this side of the microphone.
Before we get into the head coaching stuff, I do like North Star's conspiracy theory in the chat that my Gatlinburg Bear story was just me looking into a mirror drunk. It actually wasn't a bear. I just frightened myself. I'm going to believe that moving forward. I don't know.
That's pretty funny.
Were you wearing black?
I don't remember what I was wearing.
Did you have clothes on?
I had clothes on. I mean,
it's not Bert doing
I was going to say, there are some people here that tend to take their clothes off outside of working hours.
Yeah, well, I mean, I tend to do that too.
Well, I meant more on like a regular basis. Like
just not walking around the brewery in Gatlinburg.
And on camera.
I'm going to go back to Seinfeld. There, Kramer would go home and immediately take his clothes off and just be walking around his apartment in underwear. I'm kind of like that.
But that's what Bert said he is, except no underwear.
You gotta let things air out.
I mean, if nobody's around, who cares?
Yeah. Long, hard day. Ain't nothing wrong with that, Bert. You do your thing.
Arizona State quarterback Sam Leavitt is in Miami today for a visit. He left Tennessee today without committing from VolQuest.com. Leavitt and his family enjoyed the visit to Tennessee so much that he and his family requested the extra day. VolQuest reports Joey Aguilar will hear his appeal coming up on Monday.
I'll tell you what, the Kentucky fans got me on Sam Leavitt. They're posting around their little Photoshops of him in a Kentucky uniform.
He ain't going there. I can tell you.
He did visit.
Out of all the four schools, that is the last.
They did get a quarterback, so yeah.
Yeah, they got Kenny Minchie.
Yeah.
But I went around for like a week thinking, dang, Sam Leavitt's gone to Kentucky. So I know how boomers get got on the internet because I got.
Man, that AI thing is wild. Like,
It's a game.
There's so many things out there that look real for a second, and you're like, oh.
Hey, man, you gotta
especially
play,
in like the news world.
Gotta play the game.
Got to play the game.
Right, Mike from Old Hickory?
Shout out Mike from Old Hickory.
Also, who was it? Was it Dylan that said he called the Patriots a smoke show?
Yeah.
I was like, that's not really the usage of that phrase.
Is that what he said?
Yeah.
I couldn't make it out.
Yeah.
I think he was trying to say they're
smoke
going
show-
to get smoked, and he said they're a smoke show. And I was like,
we need to check Dylan's phone. What's he looking at while he's talking to us?
Speaking of transporter real quick, just came across Auburn transfer wide receiver Cam Coleman.
I knew you were going to go with Auburn because they're all in the portal.
It's literally all Auburn.
Yeah, Cam Coleman, probably the best receiver in
visiting
football.
Alabama currently.
That's available.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, that was a rumor. It's Texas A&M, and Bama.
And
if he goes to Bama,
crazy addition.
Don might her head might explode. I'm not gonna lie.
I drive down to his house and knock on his door.
But remember, Auburn's.
What you mean you going to Bama?
Auburn's wide receiver coach got hired at Alabama.
That's right.
In the last couple months, I believe. So
there you go.
I mean, it fits. Plus, Isaiah Horton?
Mm-hmm.
He just transferred out from he just entered the transfer portal away from Alabama. Jeremy Bernard's going to go to the draft, so they could use a wide receiver.
While we're doing random bits of notes before we get to the candidates, star Vandy wide receiver Trey Richardson leaving Vanderbilt, committed to Louisville.
I like that fit.
Richardson caught 46 balls for 806 yards and 7 touchdowns. Check this out. Richardson's last 4 games, he caught 21 passes in his last 4 games for 485 yards. It's 121.2 yards per game and 6 touchdowns.
I feel like Jeff Brom always has that kind of gadgety like speed guy.
Yeah.
So I think that really fits up there with Louisville.
I was just about to say Louisville's about to lose Chris Bell and Colin Lacey to the NFL draft, so there's going to be an opportunity to make plays in that offense.
I love that you just mentioned the draft because I immediately think about Coach Mack and Rhett and you and Zach and
I've already been in it. I've already
so much fun. Yeah, clearly
close to 100 prospects deep already, but
nice.
I don't know.
Nashville Predators beat the Islanders last night 2-1 in a shootout. Preds are 7-3 in their last 10. They host Chicago tomorrow night at 7. Zeph will be there, and then Washington on Sunday at 6. Paul Feinbaum said before the season began on August 9th, if the SEC does not win it all this year, I'm leaving the country.
Well, bye, Paul.
Uh-oh.
See you, Paul.
Uh-oh. Former Oklahoma and Auburn quarterback Jackson Arnold headed to UNLV, which is the right level for him.
I also like that fit over there with Dan Mullen.
Dan Mullen.
Yeah. How old is he, though?
No,
he's 72, I think.
Oh, Mullen? I thought you were talking about Arnold. I was like, Arnold's only a junior.
He was talking to Jackson Arnold.
Yeah.
Oh, he's only a junior.
Oh, well.
From Mike
Because
Oregon.
remember, he started as a freshman at Oklahoma.
Oh, you're right. He did.
And last year was his sophomore year. So, yeah, he'll only be a junior.
From Mike Oregon. I've known Mike so long. I used to, when I was doing your job, part of my job was to cover Vandy football on a day-to-day basis. So I would go to practice all the time, and Mike Oregon was there. And that was like the days of Greg Zolman and Hy Lewis and those guys. TV ratings for the shout out Mike Oregon. TV ratings for the FCS National Championship game in Nashville, 3rd highest ever at 2.3 million people.
Good for them.
Montana State with the dramatic overtime win.
That looked like such a good time.
That was a great environment. It looked great on television.
Mm-hmm.
And the way that they set up the broadcast with the pregame and the halftime on the field, I thought was great.
Yeah, I kind of got some FOMO watching that.
Yeah,
I was like, dang, I should have.
Babs was there. She was on the sideline for Westwood One, which is an incredible organization. Interviews. Okay, Matt Nagy.
Where
are you with Matt Nagy?
I don't think it's going to be the end of the world if Matt Nagy.
Why are
ends
people
up,
freaking out about Matt Nagy?
Because
of the way it ended in Chicago.
I was about to say things did not end well in Chicago.
There was a lot going on, though. If you dig in there was a lot of things that were out of his control.
Yeah, and I know there are some like press clippings floating around where like players were starting to revolt a little bit. Assistant coaches weren't too happy and all that. And it kind of feels like one of those situations that might have just kind of gotten away from him a little bit. But I think I'm reading a book about the 2018 Chicago Bears offense.
That's incredible.
And
dude's like such a football nerd.
I'm reading Dave Grohl's book. He's reading the Chicago Bears 2018 offense. Was Mark Mariani on that offense?
His name hasn't been mentioned in the book.
Okay.
I don't recall
know
off the top of my head.
his window there.
But it's really,
he was there when the Cubs won the World Series.
So that was 2016.
Okay.
Yeah, so not too far off.
Yeah.
It's so funny to watch the way it's organized. It's broken down by like passing concept, run concept, all that stuff, trick plays, whatever. Reading through the passing concepts, it's broken down into why a concept worked, why it didn't work. And it's so funny how many times you get to the why it didn't work section, and it's like, well, Mitchell Trubisky held onto the ball too long. Mitchell Trubisky made the wrong read.
He was a problem.
It was pretty amazing.
He was coach of the year, and they got to the playoffs with Mitchell Trubisky.
And there are entire packages from that offense that Matt Nagy used when he identified his quarterback was getting a little too rattled, so he needed to settle him down. And I'm not saying that, Matt Nagy's the only person in football history to have ever come up with a set of plays to calm his quarterback down. But I do think it shows a sense of awareness and understanding of what works for that quarterback. And so then you break it down by the concepts, and there's a lot of like 4 vertical stuff. There's a lot of deep routes. There's a lot of stuff that really fits with Cam Ward's skill set.
Now, he's not a play caller.
He's not going to be calling the plays.
He doesn't call them now in Kansas City, and he doesn't want to call them here.
But I
just wanted to put that out there for people that are complaining about his offense or whatever. But
thinking about scheme-wise, if he implements some of those things, it would be a better fit for Cam Ward.
Okay.
And then you get to the run game, and what they ran that year in Chicago was a lot of inside zone. And what we saw this season when the Titans started running a little more inside zone, they were a little more successful running the ball. So that's another component of his offense that fits pretty well. And then I try not to get too into the weeds here because it is pretty detailed, but in a zone scheme, sometimes you ask the tackles to climb to the second level and pick up a linebacker.
Yep.
And your tight end is the one that kicks out that edge rusher. Well, Matt Nagy understood his offensive tackles that year were not that good in space, and his tight end was not that good of a blocker. So instead of asking those guys to execute blocks that they were not good at, he switched the scheme around. And what he did was he had the tackle kick out and take on the edge rusher, and the tight end wrap inside, insert inside the tackle, get to the second level and take on the linebacker. So adjusting his scheme to his personnel, that's just one example of it.
That's interesting.
So I think he does some pretty creative stuff with his offense, or at least he did with the 2018 Bears. So to think that he would just ruin Cam Ward, first of all, like you said, he's not even going to be calling the plays. To think that he's ruined the Chiefs, I would tell people to go back to our conversation from earlier. It ain't Matt Nagy that's bringing down the Kansas City Chiefs right now.
Yeah, they've had some draft issues. And, people inside that world have seen this coming with the Chiefs a little bit for a minute.
Yeah, so
just from a roster standpoint.
I just feel like he's in that bucket of coaches that has the experience they're looking for and would stabilize the franchise from that perspective. So I'm not going to get all bent out of shape if he ends up being the coach. Probably not my first choice, but I'm going to get the vision.
Jason Garrett, I'm out on him, and Babs asked why, and I can't tell you why.
Well,
I don't know why. I called him the yellow starburst. Actually, one of our listeners did, but I alluded to it, and then they put it more succinctly than I did, and they called him the yellow starburst.
So he has experience in systems that are primarily designed for deep throws, deep passes. And I think that is something.
Are you looking for that as opposed to West Coast timing, rhythm?
Absolutely.
So is Greg Cosell. Check out what Greg Cosell said about that, about fit for Cam Ward. Best fits that aren't the best. This is what he said.
Well, let's put it this way. I don't think that's the best scheme for him. Can't is a word I wouldn't use because, I'm not one of those people. I'm not, how I am when I do this stuff. I'm not a yes, no, black, white thing. I don't go that route because, guys can be coached. There's so many different variables. So I don't talk like that. To me, Cam is not necessarily, and I know I'm bringing names back from the past that maybe some listeners, they're obviously going to know the names, but maybe they can't picture them playing. But I don't think he's twitchy in terms of like the Joe Montanas, the Steve Youngs, the guys who play in that kind of quick rhythm, almost West Coast style offense. I think he's a little more like a Kurt Warner type quarterback, that kind of guy. So that's the way he strikes me. I don't think it would be his best fit. Does that mean he could never do it? I would never say that. Guys get coached. I mean, look what happens when guys look at how Trevor Lawrence looks like a different player. When guys get coached in the right way, things change. So I would never say never.
We were talking about Mike McDaniel and Arthur Smith and what they do offensively in their offensive schemes and what kind of fit would it be for Cam?
Mike McDaniel is from more of the Shanahan style, obviously, because that's where he cut his teeth.
RPOs all over the place.
So let's see.
Yep.
You go back to, let's say, the 2014 Cleveland Browns when Mike Pettin was the head coach and Kyle Shanahan in 2014 was their offensive coordinator and Mike McDaniel was the receivers coach. So, I mean, Mike McDaniel has been a Shanahan guy. That's how he learned at the NFL level. And then when Shanahan left after a year or so with the Browns to go to Atlanta, Mike McDaniel went with him. So he's a Shanahan guy. I mean, that's why Tua, up to a certain point, had great success because that's really what all Tua can do. Tua is a pure timing rhythm player, and I don't see Cam Ward. I think if you guys think about the way Tua played at his best, I don't think you look at Cam Ward and see the same style of player.
Thoughts?
Yeah, I agree with that. The thing that, talking about Mike McDaniel specifically, that intrigues me, and I know
go ahead and go there.
We're supposed to be talking about Jason Garrett.
Well, you kind of hit on Garrett. I mean, he's got the vertical pass game at his disposal.
But one thing that I do like about McDaniel is that a lot of his experience has been with the Shanahan system. Mm-hmm. But if you watch the offense, he's incorporated a lot of downfield shots, or I should say routes, because to Cosell's point, Tua is not the best deep passer. He's not connecting on as many of those as he could or should.
So a lot of the RPO stuff could just be McDaniel going with what Tua can do.
Yes.
Yeah.
But if you look at the route concepts, there's a lot of Tyreek Hill running downfield, Jalen Waddle on deep crossers that, I mean, you just close your eyes and envision Chimere Dike running those or something like that. Like wheel combos where he's getting the running back down the field. Like, there are aspects of what Mike McDaniel has done that look like, at the very least, would be suited more for Cam Ward's strengths. And I think that's one thing we can point to with a guy like Mike McDaniel and say, okay, he understands his talent and he understands where he can win matchups and create space for his offense. So he's willing to change. Some guys, they get in here, like the Shanahan system's all they known, so that's what they're going to run. And I think with McDaniel, he has the track record. You can point to those examples with Miami and say he will adapt to what he has.
So could I sell you on Robert Saleh as head coach and like a Cliff Kingsbury as offensive coordinator or somebody like that?
And it's funny you mentioned Kingsbury because I was reading about him this morning and like where things went south in Washington. And the thing that concerns me about Cliff Kingsbury is how defenses at both of his stops in the NFL have been able to pick up on his tendencies. Mm-hmm. And I think a lot of it has to do with his propensity for the read option, having a running quarterback. Zach told me last night, this is on Football and Other F Words, by the way, too, and it just absolutely floored me. Under Kingsbury, Washington was 9th in rush attempts, but they were 25th in rush attempts by running backs.
Wow.
That's how much, I mean, he's running his quarterbacks. He's running, I mean, you got a guy like Deebo Samuel, you're going to hand the ball off to him some too, that sort of thing. But when you look at it, in theory, it sounds nice, right? If you've got one of those athletic quarterbacks that, I mean, you think Kyler Murray, you think Jaden Daniels, even Marcus Mariota that he's worked with in Washington. Those are guys that can run the ball. And I think Cam is just a different kind of elusive. He's more of a slippery guy that's looking to extend the play and still make the throw downfield. He's not the guy that's going to tuck the ball, juke, make you miss, and take off for 80 yards. So I wonder how Kingsbury would adapt to that. Is he still going to try and run his quarterback as much?
I think he wants to do what he wants to do, and that's why he's not in Washington.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The other layer of that is, look how much he's run his quarterbacks and look at what's happened with the injuries.
Yeah.
So I think there are some valid concerns. And then Dan Quinn stepped in and said, brother, we gotta run the ball, man. Like we just gotta line up and run the ball a little bit more. Mm-hmm. The exponential impact it has on a team when you can't, you've got an aging defense. You're hanging them out to dry, putting them on the field constantly when you can't sustain drives. It's a philosophical difference. And I don't know what the conversation was like. What's been reported is that it was a mutual decision to part ways or something like that. But if you're not willing to compromise, it's come out Dan Quinn wants to run the ball more. And if you philosophically disagree with that, you're telling me what you're doing, you think will work. And so far, it hasn't worked at a sustained level. It's been good for a boost with a running quarterback. That first year has looked pretty good, but it's really tailed off the longer you've been in those spots. And so that is something I think if I were interviewing Kingsbury, I'd be wanting to know, like, how do you adapt?
When we come back, I want to ask you two of the most intriguing candidates for you. And maybe we've already hit on one. I don't know. But we'll do that when we come back. 3HL bingo card for you. More 3HL presented by Spring Hill Heating and Cooling, SpringHillHC.com. Also, when we come back, the first thing we're going to do is open Bab's Prize Closet door. So stay tuned for that. Get ready to try to win, and we'll do that when we come back first. United Structural Systems is a foundation repair and waterproofing company. They have served the Middle Tennessee area since 1994. Homeowners trust USS. We guarantee our best. Call USS 615-488-7855. You can get them online, USSTN.com. Foundation repair issues, these are your guys. Waterproofing issues, these are your guys. Maybe you've got standing water in a crawl space. Maybe you've got cracks in basement flooring, hardwood floors, cupping. Your house may be trying to tell you something. Putting off a moisture issue in your home is bad for your health, could lead to more expensive repairs down the road. USSTN.com. When it comes to large home repairs, a lot of times homeowners pretend you don't want to see the warning signs. Maybe you're afraid of what you're going to hear. This is especially true with waterproofing and foundation repair issues. Could be something big that needs to be fixed. Could be a small problem now that will become bigger, or could be nothing at all. Bottom line is you don't know, and you certainly don't want to be sold something that you do not need. You need peace of mind, and that United Structural Systems, they are the company to give you that. More than 30,100% satisfied residential customers. Homeowners trust USS, keeping homes dry and stable. USS serving Middle Tennessee, Southern Kentucky, and Western Kentucky. Online, USSTN.com. HL 104.5 The Zone, Brent Doherty, Stoney Keeley with the Friday edition. Babs' Prize Closet is open. Another chance for you to win tickets. Be caller number 5 now to win a family 4-pack of tickets. to Monster Jam's Freestyle Mania at Bridgestone Arena on January 17th. That includes 4 lower bowl tickets, 4 pit party passes. 615-737-1045. Call Zeph now to win. 3HL bingo card, things that were not on the bingo card before the show, if there was one, but did make it on the last segment of the show. It's the year of the fire horse, symbolizing energy, freedom, and bold action. Slay and Moonshine dove right on into that. They were very excited about that. This is the year for energy, freedom, and bold action.
Let's go.
So you're going to hear about the fire horse on 3HL for a while. Fire horse, that thing. Got Moonshine. That was Slay. He's got legs. He just don't know how to use them.
That was sneaky, by the way. I caught that too.
Was. It took me a second. I was like, wait, what did you just do? Plus, I'm surprised he knew that song. I don't know why. That's an old song. I had done it before you did it. That was me talking to Slade because I bet Miami minus the 2.5 when he went with Ole Miss. And you know how he says about the parlay. You're either with me or you're against me. So yeah. That's what that meant. Have you guys ever played AI? That was Mike in Old Hickory.
Shout out Mike in Old Hickory.
That was a pretty great question.
That
was really on point, too.
I'm going to be saying that for the rest of the day.
And the Lions are a smoke show. No, the Patriots. The Patriots are a smoke show. I think that was Dylan.
Yeah.
Yeah, smoke show usually refers to a person, female or male. But
listen, I tell you what, if you ask my wife, she might say Mike Vrabel's a smoke show. So I don't know. Maybe
I know several women that think that and are not afraid to tell you.
Yeah, I mean, Dylan might have a similar situation going on.
Oh, that's funny. All right, give me 2 candidates you're most intrigued with at this point. Because I know things change and you do more research and things like that.
I really like Jeff Hafley, the defensive coordinator for the Packers.
He was at Boston College, and when he got the defensive coordinator job at Green Bay, I was told they will immediately be better on defense.
And they have been phenomenal this year.
Yeah, and you dive deep into stuff, but what I've read is he is exceptional in terms of hiding coverages and changing coverages.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I'm really kind of sorting the coaching candidates, at least the ones that I think would get me excited about the future of the Titans. And I look at guys that are up and coming that have a chance of being the coach of tomorrow. And then I look at the stabilizers. And you put guys like Mike McCarthy, Matt Nagy, Jason Garrett in that conversation where they're probably going to hold down the fort.
They know what they're doing.
As far as like the long-term success and like your odds at finding the next 20-year coach in the NFL, I think that's who I'm putting in this coach of tomorrow bucket, and I think that's where I'm putting a guy like Jeff Hafley. I like the experience. You talked about the schematics with Joseph. Like, Green Bay has improved instantly with him getting there.
Yep.
He has head coaching experience, albeit at Boston College, but listening to him talk about caring about his players, communicating. He has that sort of, and I watched an hour-long interview with him when he was the head coach at Boston College. It's just up on YouTube. You can just go search Jeff Hafley and watch all the clips and stuff. The way he talks about caring for his players and for teaching the aspects of the game, instead of just repetition, do this, do that, because like this phrase, the why is everything. Players that understand why they're doing something typically perform better. And he's a big why is everything kind of guy. So
I love that because a lot of old school coaches don't like that guy.
Yeah.
Don't like, just do what I tell you to do. Don't ask why we're doing it. So I like that. That's refreshing.
And so I don't know if people recall when he was at Boston College, like that's a bottom tier program in the ACC. And he's been open about the challenges he faced in recruiting, just trying to get kids to go there, selling the education, selling like whatever he had to get kids in there to play. And he had that program competitive, which is impressive in its own right. But then he's doing it during the COVID season and trying to manage that. So I understand he doesn't have NFL head coaching experience, but he's got some pretty intensive college coaching.
So you're intrigued by him. Who's another guy?
Yeah, I would say they haven't even – are we talking about guys that they specifically interviewed?
No.
because I'm a big fan of Anthony Weaver down in Miami, and I keep checking my notifications, like when are they going to interview Anthony Weaver? I'll simply put it, press conference, he dropped a bar. He said, there are no problems we can't solve without violence. And I was like, that's a dude. Every problem we have, we can solve it with violence.
Wow.
Like, bring me that dude.
That's a T-shirt.
That is.
What do you think of, I know they haven't brought him in or requested, but Brian Flores?
I thought you were about to say Brian Callahan.
Yeah. Let's bring him back.
I like Flores.
He's aggressive.
He's aggressive. His defenses perform well, but I'm curious about the situation with the NFL and whether the Titans would bring him on or not.
Real quick, Saleh?
I'm iffy on Saleh.
Iffy on Saleh?
I like the defensive scheme. Something stinks about how things ended with New York.
Stefanski,
no, not so much, but an okay consolation prize. Mike McCarthy, a floor raiser.
Spags?
No.
Vance Joseph?
No.
Raheem Morris?
Maybe.
Lou Anarumo?
No.
Arthur Smith?
No, I don't think so.
Arthur Smith is OC?
Maybe.
Jesse Minter?
Maybe.
Chris Shula? You like Shula?
I like Shula.
Yeah.
I do like Shula's number 3.
Okay.
For me.
Hey, thanks for sitting in, man. Really appreciate it. It was fun to go down the Titan little nerd angle with you and the playoff matchups, and it was fun. Your Bear story was good. I like the comment about maybe you were drunk and looking in a mirror. That was good.
Yeah, that's I'll always wonder.
We'll be back at it on Monday talking about all the things that happened over the weekend. Enjoy a great football weekend. We appreciate you guys including us in your day and in your lives. We do not take that for granted, nor do we take that lightly. Hopefully we were able to put a smile on your face. 3HL is organized chaos. Have a great night. Have a great weekend. Good night. God bless.
See ya. Wouldn't want to be it unless you are here for playoff football in both college and the NFL. It's a good time of the year.
Good job, Zeph.